What's up, Hippo lovers? NAC2 around the corner, and we start some show matches. As a promotion, we'll start off with TheViper against BacT in a best of 7 series. Our co-caster today will be the lovely Mr. Doubt, and I'm excited for this great series.
Sound resumed.
Let's hear it from Dowdy himself. How are you doing, my friend? Okay. So
Nili NAC.
Nili NAC, pink and orange and gold. Thank you so much. And well, he's muted for now. Let's see what he has to say when he comes back. First of all, we're starting off on Arabia here and looking into hunts against Incas. And there he is.
Perfect timing.
Perfect timing.
Hello, Nili.
Hello. How are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing great, man. Now watching Viper lose will make my day even better.
How do you like BacT's chances here?
Well, I was thinking BacT know the map, but I just realized the qualifier number 1 and number 2 are not the same.
I didn't know that either.
And you're the host.
Yeah?
Because you're guinea pigs, you keep changing settings trying with us. Are at least those final settings for the Hamburg?
No. You need to post more in the group and give some feedback. If everyone hates graveyards, I will change it for something like maybe Yucatan, maybe Mongolia. That's what people voted for.
And well, preferably graveyards, to be honest, between those three maps.
Well, people don't know graveyards yet.
So, introduce us the tier some players.
Oh, and the right-hand side, we have, in the blue trunks, at least for me, we have TheViper playing Hunts. And left-hand side, because I use friend foe colors, we have Mr. BacT Incas with quite a solid map, I'd say. Deer close to the berries, defensive gold and defensive wood. Maybe gold a bit stuck there, but still okay.
And that lumber camp is like I made it.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, pretty solid map for Mesotiv. It's so important to have a back gold. You can always abuse market.
Look at BacT going full lame style here. Sending 3 sheep all around the corner. And, well, now TheViper forced to kind of collect them on his own.
No, that's actually a nice move. Wasting time for scouting. Maybe even pick up the lone villager.
Nah, it's too close to the TC. Lumber camp, okay, is there as well.
So what do you expect to see from BacT here?
Well, he pretty much is a man-at-arm tower forward guy, right? And Incas are so good with that, so I'm expecting that.
Yeah, but if he recognizes his map, how easy to wall and save wood and gold, Josh FC would be really strong here.
Okay, yeah, it's wallable for sure. Everyone typing chat off now. And
Yeah, same. Like, it's not only it's wallable, but having that back wood and gold is such a critical thing when you're going for a castle age.
oh, it seems like he didn't find a boar yet. Where's the second boar? At the top.
Yeah. He's busy pushing theirs.
Yeah, but he's scouting with 1 villager here. And look at that! He only collected 1 sheep and is now going back. This is so weird. Okay, now we found the boar. Oh god, what a weird screw up.
That lumber camp and that little pushing, it's like I'm playing, man.
Yeah, deer pushing looks the same as well.
Exactly same.
Let's take a look. Will he lose a villager against the boar? No, but a good placement.
It's so awkward to watch, man.
Oh man.
Now I know how people feel when I'm playing.
No. Well, actually, you have pretty good ball lures. Don't you think so? I think you have pretty solid positioning.
It happens sometimes, and yes, to me it happens more often to fuck up stuff like that.
I
To
think
make mistakes like that.
deer push isn't your strongest thing, but I think like wall pushing, you're pretty solid there.
Well, everybody know how to deer push these days, but yeah, I failed too many times. More times than normal players.
Normal players.
No, other top players.
How did you
top
like
player.
my session this evening against Viper?
What do you mean?
Did you see that I played some games against the Viper?
No.
It took us like 3 hours and he won 9-0.
Really?
Yeah.
You won 9 games?
Yeah. So I was surprised as well. Oh, look at Viper Scout. You should be happy.
This is the new Viper. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you, Debbie.
Viper, by the way, playing Man-at-Arms as well. So, seems like both going for the same strategy I want to say, but BacT, actually, not adding any militia. That's, what is that? Eagle Archer?
Yes, he recognized his map and he is not playing his standard. That's super good. I love when players are like playing according to the map and not like their standard play. But he got too much villagers on food if you want to open archers. It's one lumber camp. I don't know what he's doing.
It's weird, right?
Yeah, super weird.
I think he could send more than 3 on gold. He only has 2 on berries at the moment, but that's because he pulled 2 already. And walling like I'd do it.
Basically, he's doing like he... This is what I would do if I Josh FC, but he is not joshing, he went feudal quite fast.
So that's a spearman. He's just expecting scouts. Where is he scouting?
I struggle to find his scout as well. Okay, now he will see
At the
what's
front.
going on.
Now he sees, but that will be tricky. Can we see some quick walls? He's sending the villager. Oh, no. Okay.
No way.
A house. Another house. House number 3.
Well, I can just go in. There is not enough villagers.
Oh, gets a good volley off. Solid defense for now. What are you clicking?
Checking HP on the Man-at-Arms.
Okay, well you can select all of them, right?
I was in BacT point of view, but thank you.
Okay. Did
Now
you
it's
know
easier.
that you can switch point of views by holding the shift key?
No, I use plus.
Okay. Press shift and click off an enemy on an enemy unit.
Oh, pro caster guy, pro caster. I'm coming now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice, man.
I need to have you as a good caster, otherwise you will turn into tournament organizer.
Competition. Afraid of a little bit competition.
Yeah. Okay, let's take a look. For now, only the scout loss, some HP loss on those Man-at-Arms, but that's
In
not
theory,
too much.
BacT should be an amazing spot, but his economy looks so messed up.
Yeah. He just was 100% sure that the Viper was going for scouts.
Even then, his economy is like having food without single militia and only one lumber camp. Quite weird opening.
Boo Hanisson, thanks for 5 gifted
Viper
subs.
transition
I will
here.
give
Double range.
you 5 subs back, my friend. Thanks so much for your support.
The BacT is wasting a lot of economy into those walls. Those Man-at-Arms are starting to pay themselves off. Like 3 villagers sidle walling, that's never good.
Yeah, the
4
archer
villagers
range was so late, right?
Yeah. Too much food for what he's doing right now.
Maybe should have pulled those 2 villagers away from berries as well. Viper will be safe. What do you think about Castle Age Incas against Hunts? If we go into like an even Castle
Well,
Age.
I'm always afraid playing against Mesotiv in Castle Age. Full Eagle is so strong. It's really strong.
But if I remember the best of 37, Viper played pretty solid defense there with Mass CA. And that was even with Magias, right?
With Mongols. But yes, you need the Abyss as soon as possible and to go 1 TC only full KO archer to stand a chance, and you need a decent map as well. And Viper map, well, it's okay, not wallable, but should be safe.
Okay.
Good goal, good. BacT is full walled in, he can do whatever he wants.
Yeah,
Full solo
Viper
walled in.
just refuses to wall for now. Okay, let's take a look. Still only 1 single kill, not a barracks, or no, the blacksmith for BacT here. So no upgrades on his archers, military count will be heavily in favor for the Viper, and he now starts to scout the map. Doesn't really know what else to do.
I'm not sure what to think about BacT still continue making archers, like, what's the purpose? Does he really want to go to crossbow war here? Not the strength to think of.
Probably. Maybe he just wanted to defend against the Man-at-Arms, maybe feared some aggression from the Viper. But yeah, for sure. Cross-command against Messier doesn't really work.
First 3 archers I would make as well to defend against Man-at-Arms, then I would stop making them. And see what's the plan. To transition into full boom with the Mongol defense because he's stonewalled, or full eagle play.
What do you think about mass Kamayuks?
Never saw that. It definitely will not work against 2-range crossbow, but in Imperial Age it could be nice.
He can just wall himself, right? He has another gold spot there, just builds his castle close to the second gold spot, and goes courier Kamayuks.
But if you like invest so much into getting castle, you want to have a unique unit that can raid. Basically, if he gets to there, investing so much into slow Kamayuks that can't raid, Viper will finish his bomb and win him.
Yeah, I think like just booming towards Imp, sitting behind stone walls, and then go ram Kamayuk.
That's something I would like as well to see. Eagles or Kamayuks.
5 villager difference quite high. Yeah, Viper has wheelbarrow and BacT does not. It's still quite high for my taste.
Well, if BacT stays on one range and send those crossbow to attack Viper economy and Viper moves out, they will be amazing, but that's actually the most solid plan BacT can go for right now. Hide those archers in the corner, wait for crossbow arcade, and start raiding when Viper put the pressure on.
Yeah, look how Viper is spreading his army around though. One outpost at the top, one Man-at-Arms there at the TaToH. Kind of how Riot used to play.
That's exactly right move. That's like what I said, best way to counter it, but still. Viper invested so much more into crossbow army and is not able to put pressure, and that will hurt him.
Who has the better eco now at the moment? 36 villagers plus wheelbarrow or 41 without wheelbarrow?
With the amount of farms, I guess Viper doesn't need wheelbarrow. He doesn't have that many farms. BacT actually got more farms, or it looks like that.
Obvious, because they're building so much faster.
Best bonus.
Do you actually adjust to that bonus or not? Because you need to start horse color later. Or you need to start the farm later after you clicked horse color.
I really don't notice that fast building farms. Like, only good farm bonus is Chinese, man. That's something you notice, but fast building farm.
Teuton? Knock knock?
Well, yeah, but the team bonus.
Ah, okay.
I mean.
Okay. Okay, now moving out, we have crossbow and bot cannon. Do you think Viper can defend here, or should he add an aggressive siege workshop?
Well, Viper will probably not move out until second TC is up on the lumber on the wood line. Then he will feel safe to move out.
Okay.
But it's awkward spot. Like when you're playing against the Mesatives, you want to do damage before they get in. Not the best spot for the Viper.
Let's see. BacT has to be happy with how this game is going, right? Maybe not too happy with his TC spots, but
What's the TC spot, man?
well, it's a farm TC.
I know, but I guess it was only spot, right? Yeah.
Yeah, he's building one at the front, at the goal as well.
University is something I really don't agree with BacT. But he's doing, like I said, he's putting archers a crossbow into corner and waiting for the Viper to make move. That Viper is still smart for that. He will sit home.
He knows the Asian playstyle, right? Sitting behind walls.
Like Viper is playing correct moves, but still investing so much army to play defensive and average as well. Not the good position. And the winner is going down.
Oh, will they?
Maybe not ballistic is not ready, but one.
But he's greedy, tries to go for both and gets both.
Easy. Only thing I would like from BacT to see is stop making crossbow. He doesn't need any more of that.
Oh, by the way, this is actually, I think, a normal Arabia version, right? And he has a bugged second stone. We didn't even check for that. Do you see under the stone and under the fight? Right of it, there's a BacT stone.
Who got BacT stone?
Viper.
Oh, a Viper. Oh, yes. It should be Adam restart.
Okay, let's call him and restart. I'm not sure if I'm ready for another action-packed 25 first minutes.
Nobody enjoys the Arabia meta anymore.
Well, you are voting. Everyone is voting for Arabia as map number 1 for NAC group stage.
Well, it's standard of Age of Empires for the last 20 years, so it
Well,
makes sense to be one game.
That's not how it works. Why do you have to have it then?
Well, it's like the most hyped map ever.
Okay. Do you think tight pool is more hyped?
Even tight pool is fine, but that salt map. No, how seize the hump. Oh man, that map.
Ah.
That map.
Ah. Yeah, you cannot screw up your start, right?
No, you cannot. BacT is making sure that's not a doubt castle, sending like 20 villagers to build it.
Yeah, but I think it should have been more to the right hand side, right? Controlling the gold, protecting the gold and wood a bit more.
I agree, but like he didn't want to take risk, I guess. He saw the army. But again, amazing move by BacT. I usually am greedy with booming and then let the front heals go away. And this is good move. Like if Viper made chaos on that spot, even BacT with double villager number would not be able to deal with that. It's quite solid play by BacT. Everything is solid except his Dark Age was quite weird.
Well, yeah, his early feudal age, right? The village distribution.
After that, every move very good.
It's so weird. Yesterday I played against the Viper and he got in and raided all my villagers, killed everything. I think I just sort of played a bit more BacT style.
Well, it's so much, he doesn't want to take risk.
Okay. By the way, they agreed on a 75-25% split of the $100.
Oh.
So Viper will get at least 25.
Still a good reason to make fun of him. Like I mean, Viper is going for Cavalry Archers, and will that ever work against Inca Seagulls? There's no point going Cavalry Archer mass. It's obvious game will get to the Imperial Age at this point, and he will have as main army Cavalry Archers.
We will need couriers. BacT even built a defensive tower as his secondary gold. And his Subuma villager numbers very even here. Quite a passive game.
Like, best for BacT is to sacrifice his 20 crossbows to even kill 5 villagers, it's worth it. He's safe at home, he doesn't care about them. Get some value out of them, while he still can. He is switching to Eagles.
Okay, makes a lot of sense. Oh, Viper, I think he set up the trap against BacT here. He's trying to micro against the CA, tries to go forward, but that's against the hill. No crossbows from behind.
Still worth it for BacT. Just cleaning Cavalry Archers, like crossbow will be useless soon enough. And Cavalry Archers is unit Viper want to upgrade.
Why is he running then? Shouldn't he continue fighting against all the CA?
Yeah, but hit one more and just face them. He doesn't need anything, he got tower and gold. No pressure will happen to him. He doesn't need army. And he's up to him faster. And look, Viper is doing now good one. He is switching to Cavalry. He knows he can't have Cavalry Archers as main army here.
Yeah, makes a lot of sense. Thing is, I think, does that look like Viper's trying to play aggressively in Castle Age?
He probably feels the need. He knows if game is going to the imp fight, his economy is exposed to raiding, and if he push one place and force BacT to fight one place, he got a chance. But in standard meta, he will lose.
Okay, 44 military against 13. 5 more villagers also for the Viper. Military count is, or overall numbers are looking so much better. But BacT, I think if he survives another 2-3 minutes without taking too much damage, it's kind of his game.
Viper is actually going for knights right away, not to the imp.
Yeah, that's what I said.
That's good. Yeah, I just realized. Yeah, that's questionable. Yeah, I agree. That's not gonna work out. He doesn't realize how strong BacT economy is behind this. Okay, that's a good castle, but it's only one villager.
I think he's sending some more. No, not really. Some more CA, some more knights. BacT with another castle where I would have loved to see the first one. I think that's a bit of a redundant defense there. I think he needed one more at the side where the ramp push is now coming.
Totally agree with you.
Take a look. BacT has the resources to tag 2 elite eagles. Goes for couriers first. Interesting. That will be quite some defense on those.
No, BacT doesn't have numbers, and push is coming. Imagine if he had castle there, but he's making tower. Castle in that spot would seal the deal for Viper. Now this push might work out.
Let's see. It's still soon to be elite eagle warriors with couriers. Already have +2. And his eco is good enough. Most of the time if we see someone playing with eagles, they're sitting on 60, 70 villages. BacT has a solid 95, still has enough gold control. I think he can just mess up. Even if he loses like 50, 20 villages, I think he should be fine here.
Yeah, but like the biggest problem with the economy when you play eagles is getting targets. Once you get targets, you can spam them from 7 barracks even with a large economy.
Oh, well, population difference is now up to 60. BacT really doesn't want to take this fight. Wants to wait for the +4 defense, needs to pull some more villagers back.
Yeah, those eagles are sick.
Can Viper maybe finish this one here in Castle Age?
Don't fight back, you got packed.
That's just so bad.
Fight yet.
Oh,
you already
God.
lost your TC.
Oh god, that's so bad. Why is he taking this fight? Well,
downhill fight with not the biggest number, and still he's kind of holding. Those eagles are sick.
Yeah, they aren't really taking any damage against the CA, right? Even with the hill. Well, 2 damage per shot.
Really don't like that fight.
As well.
Like BacT could afford losing like 20 more villagers and wait for critical amount of eagles when Viper army would not kill a single eagle then. Yeah, still BacT is holding like 85 villagers, that's quite solid.
Yeah, but also 44 of them idle, so it's only 40 working at the moment.
That's quite a lot of idols, indeed.
Oh man, while losing 1 TC, and oh look at how bad his eco is. Woodline also, look at his resources. Like, even combined resources are below 150. And Viper just camps the hill, controls 2 gold spots.
Would even like to see BacT sending all those eagles to raid, but he decided to clean up and should
I think cleaning this up is fine. Getting on 2 gold. And now I think he needs to wall behind so that not more knights are joining the party and the CA can't get out. He's doing that quite nicely. And we'll have the cleanup. BacT stabilizes, but Viper will go up to him.
If only BacT made castle on that front spot, the game would basically be over. Even now I prefer BacT spot.
Okay. Well, we saw you having a beautiful eagle against best CA game against TaToH the other day.
Oh yeah, that's the power of those eagles.
And that's even with looting the MTC.
Imperial TC.
Oh man. Yeah, but he had a Doubt Castle before that. Or Doubt TC? Something like that, right?
Well, always my economy that game was much more ahead. I could afford those mistakes.
Okay, so let's take a look. Now suddenly we have BacT with the big eagle spam here. Viper goes for mass knights as a defense. Has 50 more villagers, military counts somewhat evening out. BacT needs to make some damage or do some damage within the next 3 minutes, I'd say.
Well, how's Viper economy looking? Quite solid, yeah. I agree, he needs to do damage fast. Population is quite a big favor for Viper.
It looked worse at one point. And BacT, those quick rolls were too late as well. But he still has numbers. That's the last upgrade for his eagles as well. And I think he will be fine getting that extra gold as well. Has a lot of control and raids quite nicely. Controls both extra golds at the moment. And that's just so important if you are narrative.
Problem is his economy, he can't switch to the halberdiers or the cameos.
Oh, and he was open at the stone wall there.
Oh, that
At the
hurts.
stone
That
spot.
really
That's
hurts.
so evil. Oh god, he was
And he
relying on that
doesn't
so
even
much.
notice that.
Oh.
Can't believe that Viper is making this work. Full castle 8 push when BacT is already imp.
And was stonewalled.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it shouldn't work. I think the engagement with the eagles wasn't great. The placement. Oh god, and now he's losing so many eagles here against the knight. This is so ugly for him as well.
Oh man, don't walk in.
Oh, got it. That hurts.
Like BacT had two big shots to win the game, made a castle in right spot, or wait the eagle number and then clean that forward quite easily. Two huge mistakes and now he's in quite bad spot. Keep losing his gold villagers as well on the middle of map.
Yeah, that's ugly. And Sunday, his eagles aren't that great anymore. Military count somewhat even, but 60 villagers behind.
He's getting trapped. He thinks he can push him back. Viper go for paladins. Yes, he's saving up for paladin play.
Oh boy. Okay. Can pick that up quite quickly.
Still, if
Quite soon.
BacT finds a way to stabilize and get to 200 population, Hans can't stop Incas at like post-imperial age. But find it hard that BacT will hold with this economy.
He's now switching onto Camayukes. Is Camayukes or Halberdiers the better option? Or Halberdier? I think Camayukes are stronger, but simply because he's already investing so much gold into eagles, I think maybe Halberdiers might be the better composition.
And also a bit faster, and Viper will most likely go for the raids, not for the full engagement against Camayukes.
Oh god, and goes for everything. Heavy CA, brace as well.
That's what happens when you have 140 villagers and top score economy whole game.
He should be using the market quite nicely as well. Even get skills, an upgrade that I absolutely love.
Like when you look at the map, Viper is full in charge of this game.
Yeah.
BacT is doing only thing he can. Hold the middle and hope he gets to 200 population and steamroll over Viper.
Will be tricky. Another raid on the gold. BacT at least at pop 130, the highest he has ever reached. But still, nice eagles, not too great against the paladin numbers Viper has.
Yeah, he's saying for a late cameo, so Viper will never be able to engage cost efficiently, but he got economy to back up bad fights.
Yeah, they need Camayuk tech here. Oh boy, this will be an interesting one.
Viper need more offensive castles to start tapping those BacT castles. That's only way. Jump push on the top.
Uh-oh. And there's not a lot of defense for now. 3 defensive eagles. She sends something back. Camayuks. I love how they look.
Coolest unit in the game.
You think so?
One of those. Like I used to love Berserkers because they were so unused. Now I like Camayuks. You never see them in the game, but they're quite cool unit.
Yeah. Okay.
Why is BacT not going back with those Camayuks? He's going for counter raiding with like sending halberdiers to raid when you're getting paladins in your economy is not the best way to play. Okay, he's going back. Using Eagle Street, getting that gold TC down, that's good.
Okay, can he wall this off? Tries to. Can he finish it? It doesn't look like it, no. And so we'll have a big engagement here at the top. And it's so easy for the Viper to just go back and re-engage, go back to his castle, and always take fight with the paladins.
But like I said, he will never be able to take efficient fight.
some ramps. Oh god, and another raid at the gold line. Viper just so active with raiding those extra resources over and over again.
Okay, let's see. Camille's in the action. Will they melt those?
I think they should melt the paladins.
Honestly, not a bad fight for Viper somehow.
I think so as well. I'm surprised.
Yeah, I'm surprised. He actually won that fight.
Isn't that the counter unit?
It's supposed to be the best counter unit to Paladins.
Well, I think TaToH are pretty good as well.
Oh,
Or Mamelukes.
yeah.
But yeah.
Mamelukes I don't like, but Genius, yeah, those are the best.
That wasn't too impressive.
Yeah, I was expecting BacT to smash that fight. Hill, Castle, and Cavalry Archers did good.
Apparently, nice composition there, yeah.
And BacT just doesn't kill gold anymore.
Yeah, and he dropped down to pop 120 as well. Was at pop 150 at one point before taking that big engagement. And yeah, well, he simply takes 5 damage from his CA.
I just love how Viper is playing with his gold units. He's never wasting. He's always controlling. He only wants to waste trash units.
Yeah, just raids over and over again. Stays so active. Just simply beautiful.
Only problem for Viper, he is full gold army, like the most expensive combination of units in the game.
Yeah, but he had the better eco, had early guilds, is controlling the extra gold spots again now, and BacT realizes.
Yeah, it's over.
85 pop behind. So BacT put himself in a good spot. Then questionable castle number 1 and 2, and this one eagle engagement, right?
Yeah, those basically that second castle and the eagle engagement lost in the game. Really don't know why he fight with eagles. The first fight was just awful. He already lost the TC, the gold spot, no need to rush them. Lick your wounds, wait behind for critical number of eagles and just destroy that army. That was actually a nice game.
Yeah, I enjoyed it as well. Take a look at the stats. Viper obviously with a better KD here. And yeah, killed so many more
Unfortunately, I closed my game.
Gold is actually pretty brutally in favor of the Viper as well. 18k to 13k there.
Well, he sold everything and controlled all the extra gold spots. I guess he was selling stone as well because I didn't see many castles of Viper.
Yeah, true. But he had also the BACT gold spot. BACT stone spot. Right?
Yeah, his spot was, well, like imagine if BacT did not fight that first fight but sent all those eagles to counter it. Viper economy was so exposed.
I think he just sort of waited for like 6 more eagles.
Yeah, either that, like from 2 options, he chose the third option, which is the worst one. Fight right away and waste everything. And I know that happens to me often as well.
Okay, we will talk to you in 1.5 minutes when they start game number 2, Graveyard.
Okay. Sellout mode.
Sound muted.
Sellout mode, indeed. Thanks so much for the 5 gifted subs, Buhanisson. I will give those 5 back as well. And some AV soundtrack in the background. It was a pretty solid game, I'd say. Hope you enjoyed it as well. Couldn't read a lot of chat. Was very focused on the game there together with Doubt. And here we go. How do I get a sub gifted? Be lucky. Those are the only options. Need low-key bragging to play for this Viper. Okay, then I will get rid of it. Sorry. Meet and greet, 16th of February. If you want to meet all the players, all the casters of NAC, and also want to attend the public viewing with another 100 nerds enjoying the beauty of Age of Empires and Nili's apartment cup. Oh god, I'm sick, guys. I hope you will excuse me that I'm not 100%. Luckily, I have TaToH around to save the day for us. Anyone notice the increase of Smurfs on Booby? Can't play normal game anymore. Would surprise me. What is your job, by the way? You're looking at it. Trying to host tournaments for nerds around the world to spend time together for a very long time, very closely. Can't the Lord heal you instantly? Only works by touching. Kappa Pride. So yeah, next Friday he will help me, or like Friday in 2 weeks. Okay, spec delay as you can see at 50 seconds. And oh god, we should have done the Civ draft. What happened? We are out of Hans and out of Incas, but for Incas I have this X, right? Yeah. Oh, score as well. Okay, I can see what's going on here. Didn't update that. Still not in casting mode, guys. I'm sorry, we didn't play the hype song either. Everything going wrong today. Not really. I see everything is, for the little preparation I did, stuff is getting better than expected. And
sound resumed.
Hi.
Hello.
So what are we seeing here? Slavs against Khmer on a map where we feel walling and grabbing relics could be pretty good.
Well, Viper did take Aztecs, but BacT banned them. Next good choice would be Burmese, but nobody chose to draft those. Not sure about Khmer. I guess Viper is maybe doing a little bit trollish game, disrespecting you and your tournament.
Or maybe he's taking it super seriously and is trying to practice some ideas under heavy pressure situations.
Okay, well, I think he will go for the Scorpions. I don't think that's the way of practicing.
I don't think he will go for Scorpions.
What else can he use for Khmer here?
I think he will just play like Pop 19 Scouts.
God, war against Laos is like, you're doomed.
Well, at Pop 19, the farm bonus is not really kicking in yet.
Yes, I agree. Early game farm bonus is non-existing, but what's the Khmer bonus? Saving Barrackwood.
Uh-huh.
And in Scout War, you actually want that Barrack, so... Thunder meta will not work for Viper, and I believe he will do some walls and maybe fast castle.
Okay,
into Scorpions to disrespect you.
TaToH Rush?
Oh, that could work as well. Probably not on this map with white defense. Look at BacT map. Look at that call. Oh no, that's Viper map. Never mind.
Yeah, he has very clumped up as well. It's maybe a spot where you could think about fast castling as well, right?
Well, I would assume fast castle will be a meta here.
Crash FC.
Maybe open like 3 scouts for map control for scouting info. Transition to walls and fast castle booming and hope you have better Steven.
Oh, you know that before the game, right?
Well, yeah, hope you drafted better.
Well, what I want
could
to
you think got better imp here? Khmer or Slavs?
Slavs, by far. Like, it's not even close. What are they doing against Onager, Siege Ram Halberdier?
Scorpions, well, yeah.
You're just dying.
And on top of that, much better economy.
Okay, I asked you on the map before to decide between Mongolia, Yucatan, and graveyards, and you said clearly graveyards. Why is that?
Mongolia, with all those cliffs, I hate scouting that map. I always get tilted when I scout and your scout is acting dumb and those skills. It makes me mad just think about that game right now.
Okay. Well,
And
Mongolia
Yucatan...
was changed, right? It's not the old
Oh
Mongolia.
yeah, New Mongolia is fine. Yeah, you're right. New Mongolia is fine. Yeah, I changed my mind. New Mongolia is maybe better than graveyards. But Yucatan with those little rivers can be so awkward to play. I remember Jordan and me had Yucatan game for like 7-8 hours, something like that.
Oh.
Nobody could push.
Wasn't there... I'm not sure if you were in this one. Like a super famous game from like 2003? Yucatan?
No.
Okay. Thought it was you, Agnes, Bender, Rami... And Bender in the end won with like 100 war elephants.
Well,
no,
maybe
it wasn't you. If you don't remember
it.
that game, it wasn't you.
I know Black Forest with Rami, 2v2, and it lasted like 10 hours or something like that.
Okay.
Yucatan, I don't remember long one. Only against Jordan.
Okay.
Viper is already walling. See, he don't want to go Scout War. He want to go Scorpions.
Well, that will be Scout War, right? That amount of villagers and food. 2 barracks. Quite surprised how BacT managed to get up at pop 19. You don't have extra resources on this one. Seems to have been pushing the deer quite efficiently.
Yeah. Good deer push is quite a nice economy bonus.
Okay, let's see.
I guess you want a couple of scouts to have in early game because later on it will help you a lot gathering relics.
Agreed.
Yeah. I'm sharing my tips for this map, man.
Well, no one will listen to this cast, right? Oh, well, Nicov is around. Nicov is around. So we'll see. Don't you think that against Khmer, you should always send your first spearman aggressively?
Yes. You don't need to worry about defense that much, and spearman, especially with that fast up. That spearman would be so annoying.
I think MBL should be pretty good at that, right? Punishing Khmer.
I don't see anybody picking Khmer except Viper for trolling. But yeah, I agree.
I think they're still pretty good for Land Madness, for example. But
there are much better options, even like Kells. Any
agreed.
Good economy bonus too.
Yeah, potentially. Viper having a nice advantage here on the Scout War, being 11 HP ahead. Quite a nice job by him here.
Okay, BacT is finally adding spear. He needs that spearman to stop Viper finishing the wall.
Does he really need to stop the wall? Well, how open he is, yes, probably.
It will be helping him a lot. Then Viper needs to invest more into scouts or even make barrack. It will be quite annoying to play like that.
BacT's taking such a bad fight. Oh god. Oh, Viper, that was pretty efficient. Had one less scout.
Why is he fighting downhill?
Well, he thought he had more HP. Oh god, this is so well done by the Viper.
Well, kick that ratio is only +1 and HP only.
Yeah, but he was up way later.
Imagine if Spearman was around.
Yeah. Whoops.
Bam.
Bam! The Viper mill. Included in the walls.
He make houses just because he can jump there. You will see, he will jump in house. He will not finish wall just because he can show that move. It's much more efficient just to finish that wall, but no. He wants to jump. And now he will pay the price when Spearman comes.
Okay, let's see. To see some aggression here from BacT, who just continues walling for now. Who do you think has better chances to perform at NAC2? BacT or Fire?
Well, obviously BacT he did win qualifier. And I think Fire will play NAC2 like I played NAC1.
Oh.
I think he will take it as vacation.
Okay.
Good chance to see Europe.
What? Good chance to see me?
Who wants to see you?
What?
And what? What? What are you talking?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking you. Okay, first raid here, and Viper just jumps into the house. Oh.
Just showing off. He's just showing off. Please lose, villager. You deserve to lose, villager.
No, he won't. He won't. Oh man, this guy.
Please lose one, villager. Please lose.
Oh, Viper.
That's what you get.
Oh, that was sloppy. Or maybe too ballsy. So my chat going crazy. Builds can go into houses? Well, only with Khmer, my friend. That's a specialty of the civilization.
Cool bonus, but actually quite useless.
Well, in the alpha of Rise of Rajas, Khmer houses could still shoot arrows.
Oh, and you think TaToH meta is bad now? House rush.
Yeah, it would have been a pretty nice meme strategy for sure. Okay, Viper can click up any second. BacT will wait for wheelbarrow to finish and then can click up as well.
It's surprised that BacT is clicking up slower.
Well, you think so? BacT built more army.
Doesn't look like that. He got less health now.
Yeah, well, 74 KD. Second stable by the Viper.
Second stable? Well, then he must go for the Scorpius in front. He will use those villagers front. Snipe it, snipe it, snipe it.
How can you snipe it?
It's always the way. Well, at least denying it. He needs to delete now.
No, he will just send his 4 scouts back. Viper has more army.
Well, BacT got Spearman. Quite tough, yeah. But I wanted to ask you, what's the update between, who is coming? BacT or Fire?
Doubt, please don't throw me.
I'm just trying to like make people know who's coming.
Okay, tell them to read on AoE zone.
Nobody reads AoE zone. Nobody reads.
They should. Okay, so the situation at the moment is that BacT won't get a German visa. That's why we're trying to apply for a French visa. And he flew to Hanoi to apply for that, but it's uncertain if he will get it. So we put the deadline for the 1st of February. If BacT has a visa by then, he will be the H player. If not, Fire will be the H player.
Nice, sorry, I already knew that.
Well, now your viewers know as well.
And Viper is sending that forward villager. He wants Scorpion Rush with double Elephantus or whatever.
Ah, Monk Rush. Full respect mode. Monk Rush instead of Scorpion Rush. I think he will add Scorpions as well.
And
oh, yeah, it's
BacT is
TC.
back.
Thought he would play this 1TC.
Elephants.
And BacT goes full barrack action. Even added the second barracks.
Yeah.
He goes full
That's
pikeman
so good.
defense.
With Slavs economy behind it.
Well, those are some solid hits to start this fight. And Viper... I think he should just randomly build himself a house here to save his villager.
Oh, nice, Michael.
Yeah, and the monk can now heal up the elephants. KD now 11-4 even. And the siege workshop.
Actually, I forgot about relics, so if Viper picks up all the relics, then his economy is not that bad.
All the relics is a lot, right? How many did he scout? At the moment he sees like 6 grabbable. But yeah, they're like...
And that's not too bad number.
5 to the left hand side, 5 to the right hand side, 1 in the base of BacT.
So how do you feel Viper going for the elephants and scorpion push in your show match?
Full respect. It's the best strategy.
If I did that, would I be invited?
Well, you would lose, and then I would get mad. As long as you would win with your troll strategies.
Oh, that's how it works.
Yeah, that's the deciding factor, my friend.
Now I know, now I know.
Yeah, you only need to win, then I will never get mad.
Okay, okay.
I think if you disrespected my tournament and got first, I think you would have gotten an invite.
Yeah, I know now.
Just win next time.
Whatever I want to do, as long as I win.
Okay. So.
As long as that's clear.
Okay.
What is BacT doing?
Well, he's offering 2 pikemen, loses the rest. Oh, gets 1 elephant and 1 monk.
Again, what's the purpose of that fight? It's not like he's threatened by anything.
Okay, BacT now with the siege workshop as well. Probably mangonel pikeman defense. Scorpions aren't too bad against pikeman mangonel.
But still, BacT is in a good spot, but he keeps doing bad fights for some reason in the middle of map.
Viper at CC number 3 as well. And first relics are being picked off.
Even double monastery just to pick up relics faster is a pretty good option here.
Let's see, he has like 2 monks, soon to be have 3 monks to pick them up. I think the second siege workshop would be better.
So you encourage this Scorpion masterpiece disrespect?
I think it's not the worst strategy. I think if he went like FC into Scorpions, then it doesn't really make sense.
But if you add elephants, then it's fine.
Well, you saw that he just fights so much better.
Because BacT is taking weird fights. I mean, village number is equal, but Slav's economy should be amazing.
Yeah, but soon we will have like 6-7 relics for the Viper as well.
In BacT can pick up quite a few as well on the right, but he's not going for that. Upgrading monks?
I don't really understand that either.
Well, I would understand if you got 2 monasteries and like 5 monks a place, but... Okay, and why is he fighting in the middle of the map with clearly big ground?
Oh, ground attack against elephants, most important thing ever. Oh, BacT's fight is just so bad. Okay, finally he gets a volley off. Just mangonels. I think Viper could just convert more pikemen. Oh, he triple converted. He lost all his faith. Oh, tries to go for the split. Mangonel down. Elephant's left hand side not getting converted. At least, okay, 1 is getting converted. Mangonel's now down. Single Scorpion doing so much now. Scouts coming from behind, trying to focus down on the monks.
But monk
won't even get a
paying off.
This is such a weird fight. Like, so much is happening, but nothing is happening at the same time.
Those corps were like useless qualified. They did nothing.
Oh, they killed some pikemen. Oh, triple pikeman conversion. Monk now at 3 HP going down. Sunny military count 18 to 11. This is so weird. Without what is happening.
It's a mock war. It's arena meta. It's only because like when you make charge units, monks are useless. But if you have more than 4 charge units, you have 4 and send them to get converted. Viper is basically having more pikemen without bear.
Oh man. Okay, now goes hand cut. EQ behind that still very even. Relic count, quote unquote, only at 3 for the Viper. How many more does he see? Okay, only sees 2 more for now.
Surprised they are not collecting stone. Like castle in middle would be a nice way to secure position.
Yeah, well, He's collecting some.
Actually, BacT might be able to steal all the relics from Viper. Viper doesn't have the correct units here. And as game goes longer, he will have less and less options to counter.
What are the correct units?
I don't
Redemption
think
would be
there
nice.
is. Ballista elephants.
Oh.
Because if he wins, it works.
Yeah. Okay. So it goes for more scorpions for now, more monks. Khmer don't have redemption, right?
We can check that.
Oh, monks eating a big shot there.
They have redemption.
Oh, I think that could be a good one.
That's a big shot.
Oh god, Viper losing everything. Oh boy.
BacT can say thank you for collecting relics for me now.
Yeah.
What's that castle from BacT again?
Defensively. Okay, clicks up to imp now. Viper should click up at a pretty similar timing. And then we still
And
feel,
go
right?
For what? Goes for what?
Yeah, BacT should have the better army.
Arbalest maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, but still. BacT can just easily go for onagers.
Yeah, there's absolutely no answer for Khmer here.
Elephant raid at the top. Won't get too crazy either.
Important one. Just protecting relic.
Oh, okay.
Because elephants are good at stopping one there. Doubt castle, oh boy.
Well, looks like one, right? Mangonodes are around as well.
And Viper is heavily housed, he can't convert, can't make that mangonel. He needs desperately.
I think this is BacT's game. Honestly.
Well, it definitely is.
Viper wants to go for the Arbalest switch, has 98 out of 95 now.
Rangers, yeah, he's going for Arbalest. It will not work, but it seems like only unit that makes sense. Some sense.
Well, Elephant Raid kind of stopped as well here. But Khmer, they don't have Thumpering, I believe, right?
No, they got Arbalest upgrade, but not Thumbering.
Okay, produced 2 elephants, they instantly died as well. Viper, I think he might resign once he sees BacT reaching him, right?
I don't think, because he got safe economy and he will probably play until he loses the fight.
Okay. Where's his
I mean,
fourth
if he was
relic?
any other team, he would be fine, but the problem is he got no correct units here. And quite a weird range spot. He knew he was losing forward, so why make ranges forward as well?
I thought he wouldn't really lose it that fast, apparently. Maybe he thought he'd get the castle up. And then the ranges
Stop
are fine.
making excuse for Viper. Viper played bad.
I'm not saying it's clever,
Say
I'm
it
just...
once, man.
Okay.
Stop praising Viper.
Yeah,
That was a
I
mistake.
didn't like Viper's play here. I'll lose all of crossbowmen before he can upgrade them to Arbalest, or at least a lot of
Spike,
them.
man.
Comes coming forward, BacT's castle could have been a bit more aggressive as well.
I don't know why BacT is investing so heavily to Halberdier.
Yeah.
Obvious was switch to Arbalest, just switch your attack as well.
I think he should have transitioned to onagers instead of halberdiers.
Well, best would be to switch to cavalry, because that would be endgame move, but in long terms, onagers is the safest option.
I think Onager is just unstoppable for Khmer.
Well, Viper is doing the only thing he can do. He is expanding his tables on left, trying to raid all over the place.
Okay,
Well,
we have
Viper is
the-
high score.
Ah, they have the same population as well. It's so weird. Now some raids at the top at the gold spot here. Does Viper still have a shot in this one, Doubt?
Only if he keeps raiding all the time, but BacT needs 2 good defensive castles to stop raids, couple of halberdiers, and just keep pushing in middle with unstoppable army.
That's a weird fight here.
Like, Slavs don't even need gold control. making cheap onagers and halberdiers is all he needs.
Okay, let's take a look. Just focus down that trap, like 3-4 more volleys, but onager shot. Oi, oi, oi. That was a good one.
BacT is fighting Hero all the time. His micro is not important.
Oh, he's still distracted at the left hand side.
Elephant tree.
Viper now lost his castle here. Cannot really repair that, right? Well, for now he kind of is.
It's downhill, it's probably not worth to repair it. You will spend more than you gain. Look at the chat now, hit how much HP it will lose. That's a lot, like 500.
Well, killed another onager after repairing. And he's still holding more halberdiers are running to their death.
Yeah, BacT is just like spamming units and not controlling them. He's a little bit off.
By the way, BacT never collected the relics in the center as well. It's been such a small, easy investment.
This map is all about relics and nobody cares about those.
Well, you picked Aztecs against TaToH and didn't collect a single relic.
You see what you do when I'm saying? You see the difference when you comment me and Viper? You see, such a double standard. Viper fanboy. Focus here, man.
Well, Viper's playing incredibly good here.
Yeah, well, actually, he's holding
Gen population up. How is he doing that?
Mostly because BacT is playing bad. Look at the kill that ratio. Should be other way around.
That's so
Viper
weird.
just need to hold full map control for like next 2 hours and he will win.
Did BacT underboom 114 villages?
It's enough, a Slav economy, but obviously you want more. Like, it's better to have more villages and elite when you're 200 population than stop making them too soon.
Yeah, agreed.
But he got a lot of idols as well, like 22 idols.
BacT's going for the cap switch.
But is BacT is making marketing corn for trade or what? Going for gold?
Trying to find some gold. Now he starts collecting some relics. Both at 1 at the moment. Left hand side control a bit better for the Viper.
It's funny because Viper is holding front with 10 arbalists.
Yeah.
And he's holding it for the last 10 minutes with basically only 10 arbalists.
Yeah, it's so weird, right? And he even ate a shot at one point.
Amazing stuff. Now arbalist right on the left, and how? Oh man, this Viper is doing it, man.
Now he might lose one of his castles to the right hand side. BacT's Cavalier switch. So now completely unspotted. And if we see like 20 Cavaliers, might be pretty good. But another raid here at the left hand side. BacT's trying to get some towers up, but that seems to be stopped as well. Suddenly the Viper is 20 population ahead. What are we witnessing?
BacT just making halberdiers against arbalists basically, and controlling bad his own maneuvers. It should be like that Viper got no counter units, but it seems like BacT is making halves against arbalists. That's not the way to go.
Well, then he has counter units, right?
But, I mean, BacT with Slavs, all he needs to do is make 60 farmers and make 10 stables and spam castles forever. Doesn't care. You can. You can't lose this match. You can't. You just can't.
Well, there's one with the
He's switching to cavalry. Okay, that's good. Finally.
Yeah, but
He doesn't even need cavalry.
Numbers aren't too scary for him.
But because look at the BacT farm economy, it's non-existing basically for this game. That's not Slav's farm economy.
55 idols.
And it's only one arbalest keeping all those idols. That arbalest is boss, man.
Okay, and now he's showing the cavalry attack. Viper should instantly add some barracks now at the front. Also raiding the right hand side. Viper staying so active. BacT is trying to, but loses more traps at the right hand side as well. Just losing everywhere at the moment.
quite, I don't know, poorly played by BacT, I say. And Slav's economy, and he doesn't even have that many farms, and most of them are idle.
Oh, and I say Viper's taking to Halberdiers. Well, he's actually taking to Elite Battle Elephants.
But Viper got quite a few idols as well.
Oh yeah? 30? How is that happening? Okay, massive amount of idols at home. Some at castles. Okay, not the greatest macro at the moment.
Like, both hit equally strong boom, and Slavs should be the one dictating the game. Like, Slavs go for the cavalry switch and then force Khmer to go for the halberdiers, but it's other way around. Viper is dictating the flow of this game, and that's not normal.
Did Viper? I think he cancelled. Oh no, he now finished the Battle Elephant. Even goes for Tusk Sword. Sick. That will be 23 damage output, right? Pretty sick for
that should be good against. Oh, good game. I can't believe he lost this one.
Okay,
if he lost this one, I have no hype for the rest of the games.
What happened? How did BacT lose that one?
Wrong army choice, like going senselessly halberdiers to push in the middle. He played like fire, like just push the middle and hope you win the game. That's not the way to go.
How should he have executed that? More traps, more onagers?
No, like he saw the forward ranges, he know arbalist which Viper is making. Okay, he did halberdier upgrade, it's fine, but now make 5 stables, switch to the hussars, to whatever. It felt like BacT never had economy going. We probably had the idle problem or something, like farm number was too low, idle village was too heavy, and keep fighting really inefficiently in the middle. It feels like I played King of the Desert basically.
Okay. Kind of feel sad for BacT. I think in mid-castle he had such an advantage, then the better civilization. Okay. Going for the full shisha. Okay, Daud. Talk to you in 1.5 minutes.
Sound muted.
Oh, we had some stuff flying in here, guys. I didn't mention Spain's World an hour ago. Sorry for that. And Sehr Knötterich with the love smiley 2 months of subscription support. And after that, $57 or $56.99. Thank you so much, making it uneven again. And yeah, sorry for not mentioning you earlier. Obviously, if we are co-casting, I kind of try to stay focused and yeah, don't try to talk over him or play the alert sounds that could be text-to-speech over him as well. I would say Viper has 80% win rate against BacT. It's a high percentage for sure. Looked scary. Next one will be Flooded Cross. Let's take a look into the Civ draft again. Oh yeah. And we are out of Khmer and out of Slavs, the last pick. Flooded Cross, good civilizations are probably Celts, probably Portuguese. Yeah, something I like. On the other side we have Italians are pretty good. Not too sure about Vikings. I think Italians could be a good option. It was 50 euros. Oh, good. Thanks, mate. Thanks. It's actually good for me to have uneven numbers, because some people get triggered and donate uneven numbers to make it even again. How high is Viper's win rate versus Nili, let's say, over the past 9 games? I'd say close to 100%. Not 100% sure though. Do you like Flooded Cross more than normal Cross now? Kind of, yes. I felt normal Cross was very wally. And now think it's more aggressive, the flooded cross version. But cross was fine as well. Like, I was fine with having cross in the map pool. I've only winning because of the training he got from Nili last night. Probably. Probably, right? Not a lot of people realize that. Oh god, I'm so sick. So what are people posting in the BacT fire situation? Okay, nothing special. Land Cross is too chaotic now. There's a lot of stuff going on, right? Don't think the diagonal passages between the lasers a bit too much. I think that's rarely used. So, not really. I don't mind that too much, no. Makes it a bit tougher to wall. Yeah. Who qualified besides TaToH for NAC2? Or am I getting something wrong and there was only one free place to qualify? TaToH qualified and BacT. Exclamation mark. BacT fire will give you more info about the situation. Oh god, I'm so sick. I just need to sleep again. Or I'd say again, I didn't sleep that night at all. It's so weird. Slept like an hour. So weird. And TaToH is also weird. Let's ask him what he thinks about flooded cross.
Portuguese Orion Guns disrespect. Ban him.
Okay. Well, if he wins, I won't ban him. And he already won Orion Guns on cross against MBL, right? Was one of the best games of NAC1.
Oh yes, I remember. I still don't believe how he won that.
Ah, it was
great. He lost the economy. Yeah.
It was TaToH and you casting, right? Yeah, I think so.
Quite a good game.
After the game, MBL had to stop because of headache.
Excuses.
Yeah. Okay, so we will see Orion Gun Masterpiece. What will BacT play?
Well, BacT did not play this map in qualifier 1, but we realize in qualifier number 2 is meta here. Fishbone into mana tunnels opening and then switch into range units. It's much harder to compete for water this game. It seems like it's easier, but it's not because of the water being connected like this. Walking distance between players is so short, so you need land army presence, and that means your fish bomb is safe. And again, I'm giving free tips to the mandatory to compete soon, so you take over.
Okay, I will give you a free tip as well. If you play Portuguese, try to build 2 houses to get more than 10 units.
Wow, you're disrespecting Viper. That's a new one. That's a new one.
I can switch it up.
Long pleb.
Interesting fail. I was so sure he even ungarrisoned one villager a bit earlier. Oh man.
Oh man. Is there restarts here?
I didn't talk to them about restarts. I think I will just let them play through.
Nice organization, huh?
You're very welcome.
Oh, Viper will go for the lane.
Will he? BacT did. Oh! Interesting. Okay.
Viper try harding even laning.
Well, BacT started it. There's money on the line as well.
Oh, stop defending Viper.
Okay.
I don't know, man.
Okay, the next 3 sentences I'm trying to flame Viper.
I don't know.
Okay. It will be tricky though because it's so good.
Like, let's see that house that he forgot. Let's comment to that. Like, haha, Viper.
Oh god, how bad was that?
Yeah.
Ay, ay. Then I had to cancel the villager and do loom.
Yeah,
You never
and
want to have
loom
loom
as
that
well.
early. Oh, ay, ay.
Look, population difference now. On top of that, BacT is Malay.
Oh, and losing HP on his scout and can't kill the villager. Ay, 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 pleb move.
What a mistake, man.
Ah. And now I might even lose
Now
more
run
HP
into
against the scout.
BacT.
Oh, how bad. Already lost 15 HP. So bad.
That's the way to comment Viper play.
Okay. And even needs to steal sheep because otherwise he thinks he can't win.
That's how it goes, man. That's how it goes. Lame to win.
Didn't even find 2 of his sheep to the right hand side. How bad can this guy scout?
And he will find with the sheep because he's lucky as always.
Oh, only luck.
Only luck.
No skill.
Entirely luck. Actually, I hate BacT map. I mean, that wooden is so exposed.
Yeah. Well, he has a reasonable one in the back.
Gold for BacT, one house. Look at BacT making house in gold. Well, usually on this map you don't have a problem with gold because so much extra gold spots, but BacT gold are quite bad.
Yeah, to the right hand side, all of them.
Yeah. If Viper play aggressive, BacT will be in trouble here, and Viper scouted his map right away. I assume Viper will play aggressive. If he goes for Orion Guns, I would cancel invitation to the Hamburg.
I think he's not good enough to play aggressively here.
Now you're overdoing it.
Okay.
But I agree. BacT is clicking up too fast. It's melee, he will not be able to afford anything with this uptime.
Maybe he wants to trash? No, he has 2 on gold.
Only TaToH makes sense with this fast up.
Yeah.
Yeah, he will get super fast fiddle with maybe 1 militia and not enough to make freaking Manitarum upgrade.
And only 1 lumber camp as well. If we're just blocking each other.
Yeah, that's why the melee are the trickiest two to play.
Yeah, yeah. I talked a lot about, with Cision in Manchester. You know, there was an HM event where you went invited.
And you were?
And I was, yeah.
You're back to this, and Viper was invited as well, and
yeah.
he did amazing. He won the tournament.
Yeah, I know. Because of his drawing skills. And guess who skills. And yeah. Cision asked me about melee or TaToH, T90 and me. And I just said, yeah, people still have like 0 clue how to play them. And balancing them doesn't really make a lot of sense till people really have tested it.
I also feel melee is a team with so much more potential than we see right now.
Yeah, agreed. Speaking of potential, Viper has very little idea of what is potentially coming his way. But luckily...
Of course he found it.
He will just see it. Won't even lose any HP.
Back to Age of Gates.
Oh, loses his scout. Oh, the pleb.
The militia, the slow militia. I don't know how this guy is winning anything.
This was so bad.
Stop disrespecting Viper, man. He's trying.
Okay. Yeah, maybe he's trying his very best.
Fishboom equal for both right now.
Okay, gold is somewhat exposed, but should be quick ward there, right?
Of course. It's Viper. But maybe he fails and we can laugh.
Oh. Sends 1 villager.
Maybe, oh, we can laugh, we can... Oh.
No, we can't.
Oh, there is a hole.
Is there? No. There's 1 hole to the left hand side. And BacT, he's on stone as well.
And tower, Viper, not on stone, that tower is so good.
Yeah.
And his house again can't make Archer, and Archer is only unit to prevent this, man.
No.
That's why he picked hands.
Okay, Viper built one fire galley.
Oh, BacT. Oh, in Viper. Walking in.
Okay, Waterman for now tries to stonewall behind it. Okay, so that's walled off to the left hand side, but still, he can fight himself out, right?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Like every game so far, BacT was in really amazing spot until Imp. And we see that again. Viper, like 400 food. Is he trying to go for the Orion guns or something?
Look at what Viper is doing. He's sending 5 villagers out to the right hand side now. Is he trying to go for stone there?
Orion guns play. But BacT is disturbing his fish one, so he won't be able to go Castle Age. 0 food income right now.
Fishing ships even having more HP as well there. BacT, can he save his fire? Yeah, he looks like it.
Viper got no gold income, yeah.
BacT is getting a lot of kills here.
BacT needs to switch the range units, but he's housed.
Okay, gate is going down.
Well, Viper got no gold income, so BacT potentially can take water back right now.
I don't know about the rest. Now goes for fletching. Another tower here. And, well, one last fire galley.
BacT needs to send new villagers on the right to start towering that wood lines and finish the game. What are those 2 towers? I mean, sure, it's protecting gold spots, it's good in the late game, but this early in feudal, it's a big investment to raise those 2 towers when one is already doing the job.
Yeah, I think he's trying to leapfrog himself towards the berries as well. But Viper's just around with fletching archers. But BacT now sending fletching skirmishers himself. And Viper will lose water. 2 new fire galleys coming over. Make that 3 even. And a demo.
Well, don't like that really nobody's expanding it to extra lakes. I guess game is too aggressive for that.
Oh, and Viper even losing some villagers here against the fire galleys trying to expand to the right hand side.
Oh,
demo could be so good there. Oh, I meant armor rate as well. Oh god, Viper's losing so much. This is the win for BacT. But we said that in the game before as well.
You said that. Thought your Viper will not give up. And that should be actually a win for BacT. Well, both of games.
Okay. Tower going up at the berries for both players most likely.
Down tower.
Ah, no. I think he won't even lose a single villager. Oh, look at that.
It must go down.
Oh!
Yeah.
Misclicked. More raid here at the water. Look at that. 1 man-at-arm. Oh, accompanied by 2 fire galleys. That's some damage output there. And all the villagers so low. Look at that. Viper's sticking them bad. That's... Oh god, what a fail.
I must say this is the best map from the map pool. Every game is super fun on this map.
Okay.
I really like this one.
More than normal cross?
Yeah, this is much better because it's such a tricky map to play. Distance is so close and you have to play aggressive, but at the same time, water is kind of important. It's really, really good map. Really fun to play.
Okay.
Probably in few games everybody will know some stupid meta and it will be boring again, but now it's really, really fun.
Sorry.
Oh, goals. Viper will finish tower. Well, BacT, like I said, should start sending villagers on that side and start towering and corner Viper completely, finish the game.
Yeah, I like that as well. Oh, BacT with the small slip up here. We'll lose the fire galley war. Maybe the demo could come over. Oh.
Best play BacT can do now is make market.
Market?
Okay. Look at the gold income, like sell gold, sell stone, buy castle age, with melee it's instant and then finish game with knights or whatever you want.
Okay. Also like that he's going for 3 dogs, adds 1 in each pond. Teleocracy could obviously be super sick in the long run on this map. Just spam harbors everywhere.
Continue star rushing the left side with no resources. Oh, he realized where Viper is taking stone. He will tower that. That's good.
Okay. Ah, did he spot that with the dock range?
Yeah. OP dock
Sick.
range. That's Malay bonus for you.
Sick. Okay.
And BacT is finally getting market. That's the play he needed.
Viper trying to sneak a dock up at the top.
Oh, I take back what I said about the tower. The tower will deny dock and fishing ships. The tower is actually pretty good.
Let's see if the tower goes up first.
It should, right? Yeah.
It's 80%, 90%, yeah. Yeah. There's 3 there, lost the tower war at the berries. Take a look, can Viper finish that dock at the top? Oh, no demo around.
Of course.
Oh god. How did that one finish?
But he will not have economy to produce much and... BacT, why he's doing well, bro? Go up, abuse market.
Yeah, it could have gone up for sure.
Like BacT got... He's making villager. BacT basically got like 10 ways to finish the game. He can buy castle age and drop the castle in face of like whatever. Knights, elephants, siege, but 10 options to finish this game. You just need to act fast.
Okay. Well, Viper now trying to rush down the towers here. BacT, can he stonewall this in time? Looks solid. Was still buying himself quite some time. Can he wall the other side?
Jump.
I think it's it's blocked by the shore.
Nice move.
But still, yeah. Can he get back into the tower? Looks like it. Quite annoying.
Did BacT use market at all?
Doesn't look
No,
like
he
it.
did not.
Market prices. Oh well, he sold some wood.
Now he did.
Okay, now buying some food. Oh god, Viper. That's some fails with the villagers here. Demo at the gold. I think won't be in range.
Where did I go? Oh, on the dock.
Right inside. BacT. So not lose his demo there. I think he dealt with that quite reasonably well.
Viper not even close to click up. Now he's selling like crazy.
Yeah. He will click up pretty soon. And then Iron Gun power.
But BacT is up in a second and... What is BacT transition? He's not making stables. He will probably drop a castle.
Yeah, but where?
Well, I would say in the place where Viper is making tower now.
Yeah,
Like
makes a lot
little
of
bit on
sense,
right.
right? Send some skirmishes there, but no villagers going aggressively. And Viper calls to GG.
Yeah.
How happy are you?
I must say pretty happy. And you know why else I'm happy? Because you were like, invited players would destroy qualifiers. There is no reason for them to play. And from what you see here, BacT should have won all 3 games today. You have to agree with that.
Without knowing the maps. Yeah.
Well,
Okay. So next time we want the Viper to qualify.
yeah, he needs to play qualifiers.
Okay. So I will only invite Nicov, Jordan, and 6 qualifiers.
And I should get direct invite.
You!
From all the people.
Okay. Well, if you win NAC2, there's a chance you might get invited for NAC3.
Only if I win.
Well,
Or only last player is not getting invited again, so I'm safe.
no. I think I will invite less if I ever do NAC3.
Yeah, those qualifiers are actually really, really good thing. A lot of hype, a lot of really good games.
And I heard people actually took them seriously and trained for them.
Oh, where did you hear that?
Rumors. Okay, hear you in 1.5.
Yay, man.
Sound muted.
Doosty, thanks again for your prime. God. Guys, I'm trying to get some sugar water, somehow trying to push me over the limit here. And Shogunmura. You sound like a Japanese samurai. Shogunmura. Shogunmura. Hello. Sick. And next map is Coastal Mountain, something we really love. And I will use everything works out so perfectly here. I'm so happy. And we used Orientive and Relative. So now we're kind of expecting Mongols and Chinese. You will love that map if you don't know it, guys. Pretty lovely one. Coast to Mountain is next. It's been a good chat. Sadly, need to stop the hype song here. I'm so happy with all my Stream Deck stuff here. I only need to press one button, hype song instantly starts playing. Lovely stuff. And I will show you the map.
Sound resumed.
And we are looking into Coast to Mountain. This is a nomad start, so you can decide where you want to put your TC. Either at the coast, close to the water here, and get some of those trees and some gold, or at the mountain area. I just said
exactly that, man.
Professional caster.
Yes, we know the map, man.
Okay.
And I said as well, Viper choice to go for the middle TC is obvious because he's Mongol, he wants to control hunt. But BacT could go for a different spot. Knowing you're against Mongol and you will get most likely forwarded, you don't want your TC to be in the middle of nowhere.
Yes.
I think Viper has the same small tree mod.
Yes.
What happened?
I do. Well, the top trees are the small trees, but the bottom ones are big.
Oh, he got that box. Well, it's fine for me.
Yeah. So, what do you think? What civilizations should go for the coast? What civilizations should go for the mountain?
I believe Viper will not even contest water play.
Okay, I mean in general. Like, for example, I believe Italians probably should go for the coast. For the mountain, maybe something like Mayans.
Well, what else to add? You got your point right. Water team should go for water. The strong pushing land team should go for land. But I don't think we will see much of those. Mongols and Spanish should dominate here.
Well, Spanish, the match you played against TaToH, you did a mistake. You did load the wrong map. because there is no stone at the coast area.
Oh, that's why he won.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, we played the fixed version number 2 because it was inconsistent, and I felt it might be too powerful if you have wood, gold, and stone and water in the south. So we got rid of that.
Did not know that. Okay, that's actually a good balance. Did not know that.
I even wrote it to you in the chat. No one reading. Oh. It's like no one is reading AoE zone posts.
That's actually really well balanced for this map. But overall, I feel Mongols are OP here. Like the game against TaToH, the food income I got on this map is insane.
Yeah.
Like look at Viper. He's up.
6:36 is quite quickly.
He's up, man. And BacT only got one fishing ship. And Viper is almost in feudal. That's quite a big deal. That's maybe only thing I don't like about the NAC's maps. Because some teams are so much stronger than others.
That's why I asked you about one of the great ideas I believed. That we just ban some civilizations for some maps. For example, no Chinese for El Dorado, no Franks for Land Madness, and the rest is just open pick. I think that would have made a lot of sense.
Too strong here and too strong on Pierre. But it makes sense, but again, I don't like tournaments with so many rules. It's like, let the people play.
Well.
There must be a better way to fix that.
So BacT clicked up to feudal age 1 second before Viper actually reached it.
BacT is only one fishing ship, so going for water is... Well, then again, he got wood, he can go for water, I don't know what he's doing.
And he's sending a second villager. That makes 0 sense, right?
Is he thinking that Viper is going for the full water and he doesn't want to add extra fishing ships?
No, he added them now. He's sending one fishing ship to scout it out.
Yeah. Well, he should know, like, that tap time with Mongols, that Viper is definitely not going for dock.
Yeah.
That's like basic AOC. And that's big economy loss for early game, losing one fishing ship and not adding more. And now adding fire galley as well.
But don't you think that BacT, if he's completely walled now, should be fine?
Well, that's because I agree, but I didn't like what the Viper did. Fast feudal is obviously amazing with Mongols, but send some villagers forward, TaToH. Towers on this map are such a big deal.
Okay.
Again, same mistake I made against TaToH, that's how I know.
Yeah, TaToH finished the vault, and you did instant bloodlines as well.
Well, that was a little bit jollish game, but yeah. With instant bloodlines without loom, but... Point is, map is easy to wall, but towers are super annoying because there is not enough space on this map if you're walled.
Yeah. And stone is inconsistent as well, so it's not always guaranteed that you have a safe stone spot behind there as well.
I would not be surprised if Viper is able to pick up soon, and yeah, he's aiming for that.
What? I'm looking at BacT's resources. We aren't on gold yet, right? He's sending his first villager now, so it still will take a bit of time.
Yeah, Viper will kick up as soon as he finishes market, but question is, will he go for the castle drop or siege push? He must use that adventure somehow.
I think he will go for Mango Dice.
Yeah, he's going for stone.
Sending all his low HP villagers out there. Spearman, let's take a look if he scouts that. No, it's a very lit idea. Don't let that BacT didn't scout the mountain area that much.
Well, problem is on this map you start with horse, and horse scouting power is really bad. Like, you see nothing.
Okay.
Maybe in this map it would make sense to start with 2 scouts, 2 horses.
Okay.
It's too much guessing game what enemy is doing here.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Now it's basically rock, paper, scissors. You choose your strategy and pray for the best, but with 2 scouts, you can realize.
Doubt?
Yes.
I will implement that. I like that a lot.
Oh. Finally something Nili.
Yeah,
You
that's,
like.
that's a good idea.
Yeah.
It's also something you could have written in the file.
I just realized that, man.
Yeah, no, it's good, it's good. Yeah, yeah, I like that. We are remodeling the maps quite a bit. We will have. Oh, is he breaking through?
It's
Oh,
it's
BacT, that
calling.
should never happen.
Okay, I don't want to watch. I'm gonna alter 4 now.
Oh god. And it's now 4 villagers fighting against 5 scouts. It's not even pulling our villagers. Spearmen walled out.
Well, it's not that horrible.
Yeah, but it's something
No,
that should never do damage, and he gets 3 villagers. 4 villagers. No, 3 villagers. Okay, BacT up to Castle Age a bit earlier though. So Viper gets the full scout off, knows that he's not scared of like an archer switch, knight switch or something. Sees the market. Even snacks another villager. 2 on gold are low. Oh,
And another
and he gets,
one.
oh god, 5 villagers down. Oh.
But villager number is higher for BacT.
And
Plus
7
with
fishing
fishing
ships
ship.
ahead. Yeah. Yeah, Chinese are strong on this one as well. Meanwhile.
And Viper is not up yet. I guess he messed up his economy management. Went to stone too early.
It's heavily on gold as well.
And probably was mistake to contest water when... Yeah. He invested a lot to trying to get water back. Well, maybe he will be able to now with that good ammo shot. Maybe not.
I think he could have gone for the fishing ships with the demo. Might have been the better option.
And basically that big investment to take water back just gone to waste.
Yeah. BacT with a nice defense there. Now goes for a staple himself. BacT in a good spot, right? If only he didn't have that hole. Would have
Then
had
it
4
will be
villagers more.
game over for basically, but Viper is going for crazy castle drop.
Don't want to remind you of the graveyards game again.
I think Viper was like sure he will get castle age faster, that's why he's sending those forward villagers. Oh no, never mind. They're going for meal.
Yeah. BacT.
But I would like from BacT to add scout before night.
Oh, he goes for camels.
Why camels?
Oh.
Like BacT needs scout. He needs to know where to attack.
Yeah.
Night line of sight is too bad. And on top of that, he's going for camels for some reason.
Huh, weird.
Yeah, you're first to castle age. When you're first to castle age, you never wear camels as first unit, basically.
Okay, well he still
But
gets
he will run into it, yeah.
He should know about it, right? So that should be 1-2 dead villagers. Viper might even want to drop off the food. Okay, he's running
did
home.
not. Viper did not drop food, right?
No, he did not. Oh god.
And he's going down castle. Okay, Viper is doing the only thing he thinks makes sense right now.
And BacT,
YOLO.
he sees it, he sees it.
But how to
Spearman.
stop it? Quick walls?
Camel around.
No quick walls, what Viper? Oh, okay. Like what is that quick wall instantly? Okay, good. Now I'm happy.
Okay.
There is justice in this world.
Oh. And Viper, well, that castle won't go up. Meanwhile...
He's trying with no quick walls.
Oh, that makes no sense, right?
Yeah, well, it was the only thing he could try to hope.
But he can buy himself a tower as well. Yeah, bought the stone, will build the tower. Viper will GG this one, right?
You say that for the more game as well.
Okay, he will.
Okay,
He will. 20-minute game. Okay.
Well, that's why Viper is invited and BacT had to qualify. BacT should already... This should be game show match over, 4-0. Every game was BacT's game.
Okay.
You have to agree, man. Arabia Vitinka's game was over.
True.
Plav's there, game over. Go BacT, go BacT.
Okay. I already know the guys, the Viper fanboys saying, "Oh, Viper not taking it seriously, not playing for real, trying to hold back strategies or whatever." I think BacT is playing this pretty strong.
This is the reason, like I said, after you lost NAC qualifier 1, it's not all about skill wise. Those maps, those settings are quite unique. You need to know how to do. You have to have a good drafting plan and good game plan with those tips you get. And obviously Viper did not practice those maps.
Clap. Oh, Viper's also sick.
Stop making excuses for
That's what my chat is saying.
And that's it.
Do you ever get sick?
Yes.
Okay.
And when I get sick, you're not like, oh, that was King of the Desert. He felt bad. He was sick.
I didn't see those games. I didn't mention those. I didn't see those.
I was sick in Nili's apartment Cup 1. That's why I lost those games. And you had like.
You were sick for 5 days?
Yes, I was drinking 5 days. Out of sickness.
So, drinking means sickness for you?
Yeah, well, when you feel hangover, it's like you're feeling sick. So you throw up and it's basically feeling sick.
Okay, so no alcohol for you for NAC2.
It's poison, man. I was poisoned there.
By Eddie, probably.
Well, that's too. Then you expect me to perform?
Oh no. It's, I believe, like the Friday or something, right?
Well, you're so Eddie that day.
Oh man. So we are out of Mongols and out of Chinese. Score is 2-2. We still have Indians for rehydration. And now we have...
Now is the best map.
Say again?
Now is the best map. See is the camp.
Oh, you like that, right? Right?
I like to watch, I don't like to play.
So what do you want to see? Vikings? Franks?
Celts for sure. On Viper's side.
Yeah.
And here? I don't think BacT was making a really good drafting plan. He doesn't have the good tips for the end now.
Franks feels weird, right?
Yeah, Franks feel weird on rehabilitation here as well.
Vikings as well.
And Vikings and I don't know.
Kind of want to have...
tips and it's only tight pool.
Yeah.
BacT didn't have a strong plan.
Let's see. Talk to you in 1.5 minutes.
Okay.
Sound muted.
Sound muted. Oh, guys, how are you all doing? Speculate started. Hope you're still enjoying the show, although my voice is obviously a bit cranky. How can only 2 tips be left? You didn't check the right-hand side then. We did pretty well until we had to face TaToH. What? Was that a Spezi? Close to it. Swip swap. Not the airplane flights, no. I think it was just too cold at the location. I was running there with the jackets the whole time. Yeah. Lily fee, $3.01, making it an even $23K and $60. Less than 5.5K to go. But I think it's a bit higher now with all the BacT stuff. I think we're more in the 30K 500 direction. And if BacT gets his visa, we might even go up to 31K. But that's a story for tomorrow. Now we have Seize the Hump for us.
Sound resumed.
And our knowledgeable co-caster again will be Mr. TaToH.
Hello, Nili. Hello, YouTube viewers.
YouTube viewers?
Yes, you will post this on YouTube.
I think so. It's a good clickbait, right?
Yeah.
There wasn't a lot of Viper stuff in the last days. So that's really
And
good.
it's all about sellout.
Yeah. I learned that from the best.
Like, is there a way to fix the wood line on this map?
What do you mean?
Well, look at BacT wood and look at the Viper wood. It's quite unfair.
Well, just go for the middle.
Well, that's not fair if you have to go to middle and another guy can stay at home.
Okay.
And BacT is actually taking a wrong wood line.
Well, you can take like second row, the other 7.
On the right, his wood line is, well, even this is pretty fine. For Viper, every wood line is awful.
Are you complaining that
big
Viper doesn't have the best map for a change?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm just saying about the map in general. It can be quite unfair.
Okay. So you want
Wood line
more
in the
wood in
main
general?
island, wood line in middle should either be always crappy as Viper or always solid like BacT.
Okay. Then I think I will go for a bit more wood. At the
Yeah,
start.
that actually makes more sense.
Okay, okay. Okay, so Celt, we're expecting Drash most likely. Maybe Spearman, Man at Arms. What is the Franks player going for? Scouts? Doesn't really work, right?
Well, if Viper is offering Rush, Scouts, Frank should be
Look
amazing.
at that villager going to the front. Oh, this is going
And
to be a
if,
Drash.
oh man, look at the BacT, amazing berry found. With Deers as well, that's really solid for
Oh,
Franks.
look at the barracks from the Viper. Oh boy.
BacT got huge lead with map and opening right now.
And he's trying to wall his villager in, but can't, actually. So he just quits it. Doesn't want to go for Loom, so that villager is kind of exposed. If BacT finds that villager, the game
He
is
will
over.
never find it. He will never find it.
Yeah, obviously not. Just
It's
pushing
standard
the-
meta here to lure deer, and Viper knows that. That's why he's so greedy.
Yeah. Oh man, this is so weird. Do you have a family date or something?
Oh
Or
yeah,
just
sorry about that.
your small family?
It will be quiet soon enough.
Oh, no worries. Just want to know something more about your life.
You know, I have a kid and another one on the way.
Oh,
Yeah, family stuff.
family stuff. Okay.
And it's actually quite hard to play tournaments and gym and like you're working from home and sometimes my girlfriend have guests and it's annoying.
Oh god. Can't you tell her to not have guests?
I do, man.
But
But like sometimes it gets out of hand. Like when I came in tournaments, she is not allowed to be in house. But for streaming, I can't be that guy. Man.
what is she doing when you have tournament games?
She go to her parents and
Okay.
be a kid with her. Oh, he ran into TC.
Oh, Drash.
Oh no!
Oh, that's so
Oh,
bad.
that's a huge investment gone to shit. Man. Oh, that
Oh,
all are low
God.
HP. Now this is the perfect time to say something bad about Viper. Go on.
I already played my fail sound file. Okay. Now 9 HP to barracks. Okay. Didn't get the damage down there. Yeah, and heavily housed. Both of them actually. But BacT is on the way to fuel age. Oh god! Why did he not wall that villager?
No, he can just go from other way.
Yeah.
He's,
Watch the wood line there. So that's all the HP on his starting scout. That's quite important as well. Hold that in quite nicely. Militia from the other side. Actually,
but
two
there's a
militia.
call. Okay, he picked that. Again, the most important thing for BacT is the bay on the right side. That's such a big economy income right now.
Yeah. Does he even know about the deer? He doesn't. But
Well, he will find
he's-
out when he.
Well, he's Franks.
Yeah.
Do we have a stable yet?
400 food and stable going up. That's
Yeah.
amazing for this map.
Yeah. Viper sitting at 40 food.
He's still making militia.
He's now looming.
And now people say Viper is trolling. No, he's not. This is actually a really good strategy on this map.
Yeah, I think so as well.
He was just unlucky to run into the scene.
Well, he could have scouted that, right? A bit more.
But he did not want to risk it, probably.
Yeah, he could have
Being
just
spotted.
scout the starting island a bit more.
Yeah, I agree. It's a mistake. Viper makes mistakes.
Why not against me?
Maybe BacT should not wait with those scouts. Like, he will need this 5 to clean that.
He needs
Let's
to
use
wall the palisade or repair. 30 HP here. TaToH!
those- Oh.
TaToH! No!
Oh my god. Well, scouts are there and villagers will fight off. Those militia are quite low HP, so. It's a
yeah.
bait. It's a proper debate.
Oh yeah, he's bugging out.
Yeah, this is actually
And
amazing.
now
for
just
BacT.
wall behind. Just wall behind. That was great! Best move ever!
On purpose, totally.
Oh.
Viper is not able to click up. Not
That's
even
actually
close.
Some farmers. Isn't really on food in the center either.
There is no way, man. And it's Frank Scout as well.
Oh man.
There's no like BacT should delete that palace and send villagers to fight, scouts clean up. Finish the deal.
Oh.
Ah, but he's actually now deciding to go for the counter attack. Wish he done that sooner and now return to clean up at home, but
I think he will just
let's approach this game differently.
11 militia, by the way.
Viper is killing.
One loss of them.
Viper finally stopped making militia. Oh no, he's making another one. He is not thinking about feudal yet.
Just so
Funny
sweet.
enough, he's high score.
Okay, how much food does he have? 200.
BacT is sending villagers to fight off.
Attack! Seems
That's
like...
the best invasion, but BacT should first let villagers fight to take as much damage.
Yeah. Oh,
This is actually amazing. What's going on here? What the fuck is going on here?
He's losing all the scouts? Just every single scout? Or he has like 3 left with 0 HP?
Not, I don't know. This makes no sense.
This is like 8 HP, 2 HP, 1 HP.
This makes 0 sense.
Oh god.
How it's not Japanese, it's just Celts militia.
Oh. And he wasn't really forced into that, right? He could have walled a bit more and just raid at home as well.
I agree, but you normally expect to destroy this fight.
Yeah, I think he should have sent the villagers first.
Yeah, that's
and then patrol with the scouts.
No, Viper is... I don't know, Viper is in good spot now. Viper... one moment ago, before that fight, I was thinking game over, but now...
Well,
I like Viper position better.
KD is still 11-3, right? And he has scouts out. But those 3 scouts are close to dead. Yeah, that villager's actually getting 1.5 of those.
Where's Viper economy looking? A lot of farms. A lot of farms. I guess double stable.
Double Celt stable? No, he's going man-at-arms.
Is he still making... Oh, okay.
I'd rather see him at a second barracks.
Yeah, you're right about that. Because BacT is not transitioning to archers anytime soon.
Oh, but now he's sending villagers forward.
Is he on stone? No, he's not. Well, 1 tower and like 10 farms are gone, so...
Second barracks.
Really for him.
Second barracks for the Viper.
But if tower goes up, that's too late. And barrack spot is quite bad.
Let's see. Another militia.
Messy map. I don't know who got lead here. Now I like BacT position.
Okay, tower forward, counter tower, militia taking the fight against the scouts. Numbers are pretty solid, man and arm upgrade. Double bit X and Viper is going for the cage behind. Oh man, what are we seeing? This is such a great map. Oh god, I know what map you will veto.
I like to play this map, but I mean like in best of 7 you want one map of those relaxing ones, not full 2 hours games. But
that's a relaxing map for you.
Well, it's short game, it's YOLO games.
Okay.
But like imagine like deciding game, last game is Seize the Ham. That's a lot of pressure.
Nice.
No, put this map as the first one.
No. I think what I plan at the moment is either map pack team random to begin with or Arabia. And then like home map, ban, home map.
Yeah, I like those settings.
For the best of 5 and best of 9 will be set map, pick, ban, and then the rest picked.
Yep, that sounds really good. I like the idea of adding home maps instead of all fixed.
Well, we kind of did home maps in the first one. I just want to get away from home map, picked civ. Because I don't want to...
What would be actually maybe a decent idea?
Well, it will just be like El Dorado, Chinese War, or Land Madness, Franks War or something. I think it will be too many mirrors.
What do you think about players saying their home maps a day before event, before they play?
A day
like,
before?
For example, Viper me play on Tuesday, on Monday we say the maps, so we have time to think about it, don't waste time doing the
Well,
drafting.
I think too many players were discussing it at the shisha bar, what they want to play, and changed their plans, right? I know that a lot of coaching was going on.
Yeah, exactly. Then I decided my home amps to shisha bar, and I mean my strategy is to shisha bar. Like basically now you can't plan ahead because enemy will have 2 home apps, and as soon as tournament starts, you have like 5 minutes to decide your plan. Would prefer to have at least few hours.
Well, I like it actually, so that you can prepare something and it can actually pay off.
Prepare your strategy and prepare enemy home app strategy as well. Nice trading.
Closer series. TheViper down 8 villagers now, make that 9, and is trying to make something happen here. But scouts soon with even +1 defense. Oi, 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 oi. More villagers going down. Spearmen are coming over, and we talk quite a bit. And this looks good for BacT again.
Well, trying to find Viper wood income, and I'm struggling to see one.
Yeah.
You got no villagers on wood, now 2 only. And sooner or later, farmers will start dying.
Yeah, true. Should be the 5-0. Now archers as well. Make it even trickier for the Viper to get anything rolling. But, well, man, in arm production, you don't need that much wood income for that.
Looking quite good for a player that had to qualify. I don't know how is that possible. They were like, there is no way players who qualify would beat invited players. Well, okay.
I didn't say that.
We were talking. You were like, "No, are you seriously thinking the guy that are United would not be able to qualify?" And I was like, "Yes, at least one of them will fail." You were like, no.
You wow.
You can. There is a video. There is evidence for that now. We were casting something. I forgot what.
Yeah, it was a qualifier. I know. Well, it's the Viper pulling it off. He's now spamming men at arms here.
Well, villager number is 2 big difference.
Well, military counts are pretty even. That's sometimes a reason to believe in the men-at-arms.
Well, it reminds me of that Slavsk Health game, Slavsk Mirror game. BacT is taking an efficient fight. Just group up, like with 5 archers, that's it. Viper will never be able to take good engagement.
Kelts, men-at-arms +1/+1, right?
Well, they're faster, but still hitting on archers is amazing against everything.
Okay. Viper's back on wood, 9 villager difference. But some more villagers will die. And everything in the back is super exposed for BacT if the Viper was to go there. Let's take a look, what did he scout? He has no idea about that.
Yes, BacT is kinda not sure what to do, because he's banking on food and not investing more into scouts. It's not a mistake on this map. You feel you have advantage, you want to go for the castle, but probably best way is just mass units and not let enemy go to the middle.
Yeah, I think so as well. Like feudal age all-ins will be so important on this map.
But when you get a big lead, you're like, okay, I click up, finish the game, and then suddenly you see 10 enemy tanks getting your wood line.
He's trying to go back here. I think this is still somewhat even.
It's not even with this villager count. And
the Viper will break in. He will kill 5 villagers. And has doubled the military.
There is no wait for Viper to transition to scrum, so any unit to counter archers. His wood income is non-existent. Well, now it's better, but farms dying, like wood bank is 0. It's really hard for him to make anything better when it turns. Sooner or later, BacT will hit that critical amount of archers.
Probably.
And I think it's now.
Yeah, and BacT finished that off as well. Will click castle age. It's looking better for BacT. Yeah, okay. You convinced me, Dodge.
Especially because BacT is clicking up, and when they hit into crossbow, oh boy, oh boy.
How did this guy not get invited?
I don't know, he had to qualify. And we all know the invited guys will just wreck those.
Oh man. And then there are some German guys who haven't touched this game in months.
And they're like instant invited. It's rigged, obviously.
Who came up with those ideas?
I don't know. This used to be such a good tournament.
Yeah, the first edition.
I mean,
only proper players were invited.
Only proper players get invited. Now you make them qualify, and then you realize you made a mistake. And you fix it for the third edition.
Yeah. Of course.
Oh, BacT is fighting downhill against Manitans with 0 my. Oh man, how is Viper holding? He's up to. I don't know.
And the big go
This
at
is
the
not
goal as well.
normal. Manitans are not supposed to counter the archers, and they are not, but.
Oh, that's a lot of it just going down at the goals.
Because BacT did not make tower, did not fall gold line, and could not focus on micro, but running away. How is Viper economy looking? No, he's not transitioning to anything. He's still making Manitans.
He's just staying there.
Well, there is no way that Longswordman will counter crossbow. I can take it that they are good against archers, but against crossbow, no way.
Oh god, now raiding the woodline as well. And Viper's just splitting this off. BacT can't split his army.
Well, BacT can just go to Viper economy and finish the game.
Ah, true.
BacT got towers in his economy, so he's safe, but Viper economy is so exposed. And is he finally doing that? Where are BacT archers? No, he's going back. BacT, make one knight, clear Manitans, send crossbow to Viper's economy, and good game.
You think he's watching your stream?
Hopefully. He can learn thing or two.
Oh!
Yeah, like knight will drag Manitans and Longswordman. You can pick fight, you're faster.
Villager count even now.
But
for the
army is
attack
not
upgrade
even anymore.
before the defense. Okay, now he goes for the defense upgrade.
Now it's big lead for BacT army. And yeah, goodbye Manitans. Goodbye. Viper needs siege. He needs mangonels.
Yeah, it's kind of over. Military count soon to be 17-0. I think Viper should maybe cancel longswords and +2. He doesn't need to stand.
I think he's committed the way his economy is looking. He can't do anything but that.
Okay.
Well, he can't even do that. He's not producing anything. House.
Where's his military? He has 1 military unit. Okay.
And getting siege, like the desperate mode. When you make the defensive siege and when you're behind, that's shit is over.
Alright, well.
When you're behind, you want that siege to be offensive and to try to come back.
Well, he's not that far behind the Nicov. He's only behind the military.
Yeah. Economy but problem is, when crossbow come, all villagers will be idle. Even at home, he's not having problems, a lot of idols. Well, BacT got big group at crossbow at home patrolling. I guess he forgot about those.
Wants to defend there. I think now he should split his crossbowmen a bit more. Doesn't really need to have them in one single group.
Yeah, Longswordman against crossbow coming. Let's see.
Let's see. I think he will clear that up. It's only fletching.
Well, if he
crossbowmen as
runs
well.
into them, yes.
Oh.
That is actually good because BacT is messing into knights while Viper is expecting full crossbow push and going for mangonels. No monastery for Viper.
Yeah, we'll
And
lose
also no
crossbowmen.
fletching for Viper. +2 knights will be quite efficient. Looking good for the uninvited player.
That's a pretty ambitious mangonel there in the center, right? Well, trying to dodge that TC.
He's making his way. He will siege the original TC and call the game.
Well, where does he want to land the shot?
Decisive. Oh, bad. But TC without fletching and those knights will just not die. Game over. Viper, we call it in 2 seconds.
I think so. I think he needs to lose the mangonel first.
BacT even got jams. And quite a late will roll. Yeah, good game.
Oh, he was a master of GG timing, Stout.
Not really, but yeah. Well, don't you agree that BacT should have won every single again? I'm pointing that out
Yeah,
again.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think the score should be 5-0 now in the best of 7.
But we all know that invited players would just check qualifiers.
Let's see, Dot.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, talk to you in 1.5.
Okay.
1, 2.
Sound muted.
Okay, so BacT now leading 3-2 here. Viper indeed making it a show match. And real serious. BacT with more kills. Viper, he's trying some strategies which actually could work, right? If he isn't directly running into that TC, it looks so much better for him. And the rush will be so much more efficient. We had Rebirth 90 with 8 months. Oh look, I can do this again. Subscribe to PewDiePie to beat T-Series. What? Not having so much fun mocking Nili. It's clear he qualified. Yeah. Let's see if I find a loophole to have BacT and Fire play and not TaToH. Civ draft. We won't have Celts, we won't have Franks, so it's now Italians left, or Italians and Indians left. And we also have Vikings and Berbers here at the right hand side. I screwed that up a bit. So tide pool has to be Italians and rehydration Vikings, and we're playing Indians for rehydration and Berbers for tide pool. At least that's what I'm expecting here. I hope you enjoy the map. The map pool is not fixed yet. We're trying to figure that out, but it at the moment looks pretty much like those are very fitting maps. If you find this loophole, a horde of TaToH boys will rush to Hamburg and siege your apartment seeking your blood. Mao. Mao. What if TaToH wins NAC Nili? Okay. Actually, we have Stiff. Messaging or saying earlier that if TaToH wins, he will double the prize pool. Or not the prize pool, but the first prize money. So that would be interesting. Safe bet. Probably. Time for everyone to throw and decide to split the money. Rip Stiff. Well, if they decide that, everyone will be disqualified, right? Yeah! Capt P 337 in the house. You know how you want to see Viper beaten, but not like this, at his peak performance. What? But again, subscribe with this Twitch Prime. Cheers, man. Thank you so much. Guys, you all know we have show matches running at the moment every single day that isn't KOTD or ECL, and we also have the gift sub promotion running. When is NAC2 starting? NAC2 will help you out. Roughly 2 weeks. Flo is such a good mod. Well, he did have exclamation mark NAC in there, right? He's not tome level. And we will just jump into game number...
Sound resumed.
6. Match point. BacT.
And I think this is the only match point BacT will get. Because after this is Liquidation and Viper got Indians. It's now or never for BacT.
Okay. Kind of agreed, right? And Italians versus Berbers, he should have the TIF advantage here.
But Viper lag strikes in. Look at the positions, like water does not matter. I mean, how is this Viper lag? I don't know. Match point where the BacT got huge civil lead. And map is basically what a land map, not water map. Landing will play such a big role here, and BacT will not like that.
Well, he has a big forest to kind of zone out at least.
Yeah, obviously Italians are still better, but
Defensive stone, defensive gold spots, tower up.
usually walking distance is much bigger, and going for land is not an option, most likely.
What?
No, I don't think it's an option because landing is so small. It's easy to spot enemy going for landing.
What landing? You mean just walking?
Yes, just walking because you don't have lot of places to walk to my base, and I will spot it easily.
Oh, Scout War. Who's the better player? BacT or Viper? The sheep block
Viper,
even
obviously.
behind there.
Oh, man.
Double
Steal
kill.
the ball, steal the ball. Steal the ball, faster.
He will.
Come on, don't wait. Okay, BacT.
Ah!
Luck of the dwarf. Freaking Viper, man. The map he gets, Scout War he wins, and now he gets the ball as well. Triple luck in one game.
He should have gotten that one.
Wait, let me remove LG and see if he's yellow. Oh, he's not yellow. Purple is new luck color. Okay.
Purple orange. What are they playing? Okay.
And what is BacT doing staying with that villager?
Maybe he wants to lame some more.
Oh, but you know what?
But
Viper, both of them actually, especially Viper, got no clue how map is looking like. You will not think landing is such a big deal here.
well, they do
And
know,
nobody
obviously,
knows why it's obvious?
because you already see the stony area of your opponent, and the two scouts ran into each other, and you saw the boar. So BacT should know.
Yeah, BacT should know, but Viper can guess, especially, well, if he got experience on this map, I think he will know, but right now, he probably think he's across on the map and he will go for water play.
Look at that. Viper
BacT
even sees the dog, because BacT collected wood there.
But Viper is going for the back dog and don't want to contest Italians.
Yeah.
This is really tricky. Nobody got scouting info, and the landing is a big deal in this map. Well, in this scenario.
So someone just confirmed again that if you win NAC, another person will double the whole prize pool.
If I win then.
Yes. So
Easiest double money in my life.
So another 14k on top.
14k, what?
The prize pool is 14k.
Oh, so you need to let me win.
Well, I wouldn't mind.
You would be like, oh, Viper is having bad day. Oh man, Doubt is even beating him. Look at Viper sending the village with Loam and sing those. Oh
God!
No.
Don't tell me.
Oh
Oh,
man, no.
oh.
Okay, how did that work actually?
I have no idea. Felt kind of
How did
buggy.
he escape? Yeah,
Oh. Oi.
that was interesting.
Yeah. Steve even saying Nili hates Doubt so much he will never let Doubt win.
I will get Admin lost like.
Yeah.
It's finals. Doubt is winning 7 to what?
Yeah.
Best of 13.
6-0 lead.
to 5.
And I will
he
just
is getting disqualified because he is 1 minute late.
yeah. Or said fucking Viper.
Or that. Or he's
Disrespectful.
to play. Yeah.
Yeah. You
Kind
know
of
you know my moves.
But now you actually with the double uprising ball, maybe you will let me win.
Well, I'm not benefiting from that.
Alright, that's actually true. It's bigger hype with bigger prize pool.
After the tournament ended.
We can split.
Oh, now we're talking.
Give me admin win every round and we split. Oh.
Oh boy. Now it all makes sense why I became professional tournament organizer.
Actually, I can play with Jordan. I can take Jordan.
You think so?
Yeah. Should be fine. Look at the Viper uptime.
Yeah.
Exactly, he's not up. He does not know how close they are, I guess. He's taking it casually, making meal, going for the maybe fast castle approach. But BacT is up. This is looking bad for Viper.
Well, BacT is not really punishing him on land.
Well, he's
Barracks.
still Dark Age.
Yeah, but still, Viper will have potentially even or even more fish. And the outside Viper goes for stone to defend. I think BacT can't really put on the pressure on land.
Well, it's easy for us. We have all visible and they don't have scouts, so.
Yeah.
Obviously, if BacT went for 1-2 towers, game would be over, but he does not know that. Actually, what's BacT line of sight? Yeah, he doesn't know the wood line, he does not.
Yeah, they don't
Zero
know anything.
vision. He's actually stonewalling at home.
Yeah, not too sure.
This actually might be a good for Viper going up this late. It's quite weird. It's rock, paper, scissors when you don't have scouts.
What is he doing with all his villagers?
Dock corner, maybe?
But why with 4 villagers? He's walling with 4, sending 2.
And the enemy is in Dark Age. Like panic walls. 4 villagers panic walls against Dark Age. And on top of that, you can't fully wall because of that gray area.
Now he's outpost rushing and building dock at dock. Oh man.
He also invested 2 fire galleys. And Viper is going straight to fast castle.
Oh man, this guy. Instant camel archers.
BacT could have punished this so good if he went straight into landing. The tower, obviously the tower will be in line of sight. Viper saw it. Yeah, he's already moving villages.
Defensive tower? Well, it's an outpost, so kind of debate.
Seems like Viper wants to go for the camel archers, and making him spend some stone is pretty good for BacT.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm surprised that BacT is not even close to click up.
Well, how would he? He built
Is it
3
Italians,
docks,
fish boom?
fire galleys, took 6 villagers to wall and offensively,
Yeah,
4 villagers on
because of those
stone.
walls. Yeah. Because he managed his economy quite weirdly.
Less fishing ships. Oh god, that tower is out of range, right?
Well, even if that tower, I don't know, man. I don't agree with that tower. He's investing so much into those towers that will hurt his castle each time and basically does nothing. Looking good for our invited player.
Oh man, and then he auto wins game 7 as well.
Yeah, seems like auto win.
Oh. Now sending Lloyd 3 villagers to the center.
Camel archers, I don't know how BacT will stop it from Dark Age, from Feudal Age.
Viper lost the front bill. Camel left. Pop. Nice blue up there.
I mean, those stone walls of BacT,
Tower's not in
he's
range.
still be vulnerable.
Yeah, and those make 0 sense. Like, this map is not designed to be walled.
Yeah. I was so happy when he was up faster and Viper is going fast castle. I was like, okay, we know BacT likes to play aggressive, he'll win instantly, but
Yeah.
he decided to stonewall right away.
Yeah.
Now one castle will just make all those towers useless.
Is he even building it aggressively?
Well,
Looks
yes
like
he
it.
can, but I would not take such a big risk in game that basically he already won. Yeah, he's going yellow.
Okay. Well, we don't have any demos or galleys here. So, yeah. The castle will just go up.
And how do you deal with against camel archers in feudal age? Do you know?
Towers.
Is there an answer?
Well, he's stonewalling himself completely, but he will not have access to any wood.
And Viper is also making a dock in the middle, contesting that as well. Only good thing for the BacT right now.
Oh, that shouldn't really happen. It's also like with the Rise of Rajas.
Instant double kill.
With the Rise of Rajas, you only need one single pattern, and then you are in the stone walls as well. Viper winning the fight on the outside, having more fish. That makes so little sense.
Yeah, it's because Viper stopped trolling and now he's winning.
Oh.
Look at those strong also back. I mean, it's the only way to go right now, but really not the way you play this map.
Yeah, I think so either.
Especially against forward castle, I can go with 1-2 Peters.
More galleys for the Viper, trying to go for some more contesting of the
Even losing
center.
fishing ships in the middle.
Is he? Oh yeah.
Without even noticing.
Oh boy.
When Viper is focused, he's playing good.
And that's what I said. Now we won't have a single safe wood. BacT is trying to get a castle up himself, and then we'll try to hold with Genoese.
Well, January's crowd push should be decent against camel archers, but his economy is trash right now. No fault, only stolen gold.
Oh man. Kind of reminds me of your game against MBL, where you played Goth against his Persians.
Against Persians. Only difference is I won that game, so it was normal play.
Oh.
Polish.
Oh yeah. I think if the Magna goes out on the other side,
It would last longer. I don't think I would lose, but it would last at least 20 minutes longer.
That was a crazy game. Okay, BacT, where should he build his castle? Has to be somewhere close to
that's the best move BacT could have made right now.
Save time.
Yeah, good game.
Oh man. How did we get to this spot? Shouldn't it be...
Well,
this should be 5-1 now.
it's like you have Italians and you feel like all I need to do is play safe to win and voila, wait for the fishbone to carry me. And did not take risk on some things. When you don't take risk, you fell behind. Viper took the risk of going fast castle and it paid off.
Fast castle, no walls, just hoping that the opponent goes for center water. That's basically the only strategy that he was safe against.
Yeah.
That's a strategy.
And on
BacT
top
went
of that,
for.
the map generation worked very well for BacT to go full landing. And
Yeah.
that's what happened with trade scouts earlier.
Okay, now it's your job as a professional caster to hype up game number 7. On your
Indians against Vikings?
Yeah, Indians against Vikings. Over rehydration.
Yeah. Well, Vikings can go for... Pre-hand card? No, I see it impossible to beat his. Food income will be insane.
Indians, yeah.
Just insane.
Okay, I'll play the hype song.
Okay.
Here soon.
Hide it.
Sound muted.
Okay, get hyped, guys. I will answer all questions as quickly as possible after that. Last game of this show match. Is the Viper or BacT going to win? It looks very good for the Viper. He clearly has the strong civilization left. What's up, guys? Last game of the show match, Rehydration. The Viper with Indians, best civilizations here by far against Vikings, with the potential to counter some cavalry play. We had some questions. Let me see. I think they got spammed away. Thanks again for the fun. You're very welcome. And why Miguel joined Heresy? Why not? What is the last map? You can see it at the site. And those were the questions, I believe. Yes. And yeah, let's just jump into it. I will unmute Mr. Doubt as well. And here we go.
Sound resumed.
Okay, Doubt. Indians against Vikings. How can BacT possibly win this one?
I was thinking, and in every stage of the game, Indians are much superior. Like early game economy, amazing. Feudal age scouts with bloodlines against Benetams. It goes again for the Indians. Late stages, hand canaries +1 range, hussars against but arbalists and pikemen. Again, goes for Indians. Came to make 0 farms whole game, goes for Indians. I don't know. I'll be so impressed with BacT win.
Okay. Well, we still need to work on your caster hyping. I should say something like, "Oh God, Nili, that's a good question, but if anyone can do it, it surely is BacT." But yeah, if you're honest, it just feels like Indians are just so much stronger than any other civilization on this map, and well, not having
Japanese can't hold some, but no, Indians are too strong. Maybe Mayan because of the late stage of the game.
Yeah.
But uptime for the Indians, and then it will not bother him, like up super fast, like 18 pop, and we'll be able to castle age pretty soon, like fast castle age time as well.
Yeah, yeah. I think you could play something like 20+2 fast castle. Is that an option on this map?
I think it is, but it feels safer to open scouts to see if he's getting under pressure, and why not? It's basically for free as long as you're fishing.
Yeah.
Not fishing, you're fisherman.
I thought a bit if BacT could maybe completely stonewall up and then get onto Berserk, Arbalist, Ram Onager or something. That could be an option. But just look at his gold spots as well. That's not really fortunate.
Yeah, his map is pretty bad. Even Stone is outside, yeah.
And Viper, he wanted to click up already. And he does. Pop 18 here. Remember that we have 2 camels, so that's basically pop 19.
Camels don't cost population.
Exactly. So 18 villagers, 0 military. And BacT, he's actually going for elephants / boars. The Viper just staying on shorefish.
Well, BacT is going for full all-in like right away, and I guess it's only way to play.
Viper going on gold. Is he collecting 50 gold to do bloodlines later on? He didn't loom yet. He's actually going on gold.
Well, you don't need loom because there is no scouts.
I think he will play this fast castle out. I think he will play fast castle.
Maybe.
I'm right back.
Yeah, it's not impossible. He want to just go for the castle, maybe make stable, and while he's up, make 1 scout to 2. Especially now. Yeah, he will go for fast castle when he sees that BacT is investing so much into walls. Yes, sorry guys about noise. I'm not alone here. Luckily, this is the last game.
Unstable. I think this is fast castle. Most likely blacksmith.
Yeah, especially now, like you saw that he saw that BacT is fully walled, so no reason to make scout, just go for the castle age.
Oh man, this will be a brutal castle age as well. Like 13 minutes?
Sick. And also, like, he already got economy lead with the 2, but now BacT invested so much into early walls, making Viper economy even stronger compared to BacT.
Huh. Well, let's see. Wheelbarrow and handcart will certainly work or help out.
Yeah, that's decent at least.
I think he just changed plans, right? And he will click up to castle age before BacT will reach feudal age.
But will he make units or just go boom?
Let's take a look. Clicking up to castle age now will be a 13-minute, 14-second castle age. And BacT had 0 chances to do anything against that. At least wall in a camel. Small win.
This is probably the fastest castle age time on like standard map.
Well, we had some dry river 12:30 fast castle times.
Well, only like even Mongol bonus is not as solid as this one.
Yeah, but kind of has to be Indian to the mass office map. Yeah. Okay, so BacT goes for market. Is he building the blacksmith somewhere? Yeah, he is. But what's his plan in castle age?
I don't think BacT got plan. I think he would just want to boom and try to survive long enough.
Yeah, but how do you boom?
Making TCs.
Okay, well, that's how it works.
Yeah, you make a lot of TCs, produce villagers, and hope for the best.
Okay.
He made market, so definitely not planning to make units. Oh man, my son is so loud right now.
How old is he?
I'm more curious about the Viper play. Will he just make TCs and boom as well? But he's a economy.
He's moving to the left hand side. Maybe he's building a TC in between the shawfish here. Looks a bit like it.
Of course he is.
That's just beautiful.
Look at that uptime and resources, like it's sick, man. He can go 4 TC boom with this uptime.
Let's take a look. We'll do like 2 camels, which actually pressure the front quite nicely because you have the extra damage against buildings as a team bonus from Indians.
You know, he's basically making those camels because he doesn't know what to do with resources.
Yeah.
And a little bit of scouting.
And a little
They
bit
will
of
not
map
accomplish.
control.
Yeah, not accomplish much. But BacT, no military buildings, so yeah. Go there booming. Let's see who got better boom.
Well, for now, BacT is ahead. But yeah, we'll see.
Well, look at the villager number. BacT got this.
Yeah. Okay.
And 3 handcart.
Oh, maybe. BacT has solid resources as well. Just lacking some stone to build the second TC. Oh, he's building at the stone. Not sure about that.
Well, I would guess Viper will send Villager to make one seed workshop to be annoying while booming back home.
Yeah, I think so as well. God, Viper plays it
BacT
so
going
ballsy.
monastery? Okay, yeah. Problem is BacT is running out of shellfish, and if he has to transition to farms, that's game over.
Oh yeah, he should have walled maybe a bit of a bigger arena, but that's easier said than done.
Yeah. He needs, like... Farms are much slower than shellfish and they cost wood, basically. Your economy is already behind, with that it's... no way. But then again, I'm a professional caster, I don't know how to hype this. You go, Nili.
No, it's looking really rough. 30C for BacT, quite delayed as well. He won't die for quite some time because he will get the monastery up and the monks out. And he's heavily going on stone, so will be the berserk tech.
Well, BacT got 500 foot, so he can bomb for some time without farms. And try to find a way out of the arena for the extra shellfish. Maybe with some monks, good conversions, but no luck. Population is even, and handcar for BacT, so BacT is in theory in lead.
Okay, people might chat asking, how does it come that rehydration still allows Indians? Well, it's map number 7, right? And if you want to ban something... Down!
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes?
It was some weird noises. If you want to ban something, you rarely think about map number 7. Try to win before that, or think that you will lose before that, if you didn't ban another civilization. If it goes to late game, who has the advantage? Oh, that's a good question. I think Viper will always have such a big lead that if we go into late game, he will have the advantage. Eco-wise. They had the same eco. Oh god! Camels at the right hand side coming through. But will be stopped. I'll be backed out.
Well, it's too loud here, so I'm trying muting.
Okay.
Luckily, this is the last game, and hopefully short one. Did I miss some TC booming action here?
Well, we have 4 TCs for the snake for now.
5 TC for
5 TCs for the snake. Okay.
5 TC booming.
Going ahead by 5 villagers, but I believe he doesn't have hand card.
And BacT is making farms.
Oh yeah, and now we'll add, okay, 4 TC at the outside. We'll build a defensive castle. I think it could have been a bit more aggressively, just to secure the gold a bit better.
Well, he doesn't know what's going on outside, 0 scouting info. It's safe castle, not a doubt castle.
Yeah, it makes sense. 10 villager difference now. Although we, for now, I believe only have 1 camel going down, right? Nothing else.
And basically, Viper can stop villager production and click. I mean, look at the villager production. He's just trolling. I think he will go for 200 villagers right now.
I don't think so. But yeah, that's a beautiful game for him to play. Oh, it's 6 TCs. Right?
I predict Viper going 7 TCs, 0 farms, and TaToH. He will finish this game without units.
Oh boy. A bit heavily on gold for that. Did scout the extra stone spot here, I believe? Yes, he did.
Elephant torch is possible as well. Quite a good unit when you already won.
1-1 KD! Another camel going down.
20 villagers ahead.
And can click up to it.
Close to click up.
It's a market, has the monastery, just waiting for the university. Oh man.
So what would you do if you were in BacT place?
Well, I think I would never, like, I think in NAC map pool Vikings is never a good choice, right? So I'd never get into this position with Vikings.
I guess he was predicting he would get Italian's banned or something.
Yeah, but Vikings aren't great on tight pull either.
Yeah, BacT did not do the better draft and he banned Spanish instead of Indians.
So I'd have like Ethiopians left or something here. Or...
Another castle. Berserkers production going up. Berserkers against Viper, who is up.
Hand cannoneers. Mass hand cannoneers. And MBL is... not MBL. BacT is going for Berserks and Castle Age here.
Yeah.
Why?
No.
Viper now with horse color.
And well, there is actually no right move for BacT. They can't judge anything he does. They can only judge that he's...
Well, Berserks can't be right. He cannot be pushed now.
What else?
Yeah, just go imp.
And then be 10 minutes after him is imp and already...
No, you're
TC.
imp like 2-3 minutes behind him. Yeah, you have 10-15 minutes just less, but you have a chance. But if you just play Castle Age, Chieftain, Berserk go...
Well, actually, maybe he will have a chance if he controls all the ranges and not let Viper expand towards him, keep the map control. But...
Okay.
And look how beautiful those ranges are placed.
Yeah.
That's that much.
That's what I want to say, yeah. Every DMer would be proud. That's time for a quick vault. Viper should see it. Always one tile in between. Oh, it's just running back.
Like BacT controlling that and putting a castle in front of the ranges would slow down Viper's push by a lot.
How? It's just so tight, he will build a castle behind it.
Buying time, because Viper will have to build a castle like where he's doing right now. Behind, not in front.
I think it should have been more aggressively. Castle. Okay, well, so it will be Castle Age all in by BacT.
Well, I just don't agree with BacT gonna go in now. He did what he was supposed to do, buy time, now go back to him.
I think he will play all in. Oh god, another castle there.
It's again a good castle. Why is Viper stop building castle? Oh, he wants the out castle. He's probably laughing or something. 99% castle. Just for the
god.
viewers. Isn't this disrespectful? Isn't this like word ban? That's his way to say hello to me. Hello, Viper.
Well, I'm not sure if it was even that efficient. I'll switch into camels. 142. Uh-oh. Age of gate fires. Oh no, diagonal gate.
But he made walls as well. Not in time. Oh, fucking Viper, it's in time.
Well, to wall him out, but he didn't trap him. There was a chance of the trap.
Well, I must say those berserkers were a really solid move by BacT. I love it. I just don't love that he stay on them and keep upgrading them. But he buys so much time with them. He moved the ranges, he forced the Viper to make defensive castle and defensive ranges now. BacT came full map control and the economy touch. That's all he needed. So berserkers, amazing move by BacT. Like only good move he could make actually. I'm impressed. The game is actually not maybe lost anymore.
Yeah, let's see. What if it's
if he clicks up.
Hand cannoneer production started now. Viper even will lose his in-camel upgrade. Something he was planning with, I believe.
BacT, click up. You don't need more berserkers.
I announced the castle Age all in, and he delivered.
But you were saying it's a worst move ever.
Yeah, I did.
And that's why you're a caster and not invited to your own tournament.
True.
Could not even qualify.
Yeah.
I would actually prefer for Viper to go for the cavalry archer.
What has been in...
I think can use, in my opinion, best unit in the game. Such a low HP,
non-unique unit, probably, yeah.
They just, don't do well what they're supposed to do.
Okay, Berserk's moving in again. It's a lot of arrows flying here. Handcan is doing some damage from behind.
Man.
160 villagers here. And the Berserks can't even get the traps. Maybe the Ram can... Switching focus here, and the trap even survives. Oh god, yeah.
Well, BacT is raiding a little bit on top and on bottom. The fish.
That's something. But raiding with 2 monks is the greatest thing ever. And honestly, if Viper loses 40 villagers, it's not the end for him.
But on this map it can be tricky. You rely on surefish so much, and then suddenly enemy denies you, you're stuck with your farmers. Yeah, but Viper is actually making some farms.
BacT, he might be ahead in population pretty soon.
He needs to go up. He needed it 2 minutes ago and he could.
Pushing with Rams here.
Then again, I can't argue with his idea. It's working.
Let's have to decide if it's troll or if it's a great strategy, if it works or not. That's the indicator.
He's up.
And he goes up. The castle will go down for sure. 3 Rams, the 4th one is coming. Some more raids.
BacT accomplished his mission. He will get to the post-imperial age on not equal terms, but good enough with full economy running. So I guess BacT played the best he could.
Yeah,
now
and it's
up to him.
Look at that. It's still 2 open gold spots here. Viper, he might get in some troubles.
And
now BacT should regroup though.
Yeah. Maybe even switch to Arbalest.
Yeah. I think Arbalest would be really good. Arbalest Ram would be so good in this spot.
Tech switch is always amazing stuff because he's so focused on producing those cannoneers and suddenly he'll be stuck with like 50 useless cannoneers.
Oh yeah.
On top of that, BacT economy is looking solid for the switch.
Oh yeah, 149 villagers.
Yeah, it's solid for everything.
Okay, it just added so many farms. He was there on Berserks. So few villagers in gold, look at that. Pretty weird. I think the Arbalest switch would have been so good, yeah. Oh man. Oh
but
man.
Make castle stronger for defense is like really needed.
Okay, he goes for fletching now. That could be just for the castle.
Well, not looking too bad.
Yeah, what a wild game 7, we didn't expect that. Goes at pop 180.
Did BacT get shift in upgrade? Yes, he did, obviously.
Yeah, he instantly did it. The castle age.
Imperial Age combos against Vikings, I'm not sure what to think about that.
Okay, well, camels, they can't really take the fight on the castle. Lots of berserks, but lots of hand cannoneers as well. Maybe even adding a mangle there could be really sneaky.
If only he switched to a little bit of Arbalest in the mix.
That would be so good now.
Basically now Viper can just hit and run and... Yeah, BacT can't take him down, just go for the raid.
Yeah,
but then again, full surround with castles, those will just melt.
Okay, Viper, Age of Gate Pyres. Blocked 1.
Oh man.
He's going back, won't even finish conscription here, or will he? Against 2 castles, against 2 traps.
Traps.
Will continue repairing.
Yeah. Well, his economy is amazing, but he is overmaking villagers, he's still producing. He needs range units so he can engage. Yeah. Like this, there is no good fighting.
Viper collecting raid number 2, still 2 neutral, 1 in the hands of BacT. Some more upgrades, and we see Viper now with the tech switch onto hand cannoneers, skirmishers, light cav. They're going for a lot of upgrades, and hand cannoneers a bit out of position. Berserks, they're going for the full surround. That should be a beautiful engagement.
Yeah, and really good. Yeah, that's why hand cannoneers are shit, man. They melt. You need to babysit them all the time.
That was really bad by the Viper. Now the heavy C8 switch though. We said earlier, that could be a good option. Goes for big raid here.
BacT is even benefiting by losing villagers. He spring up spot for the military. His bank is huge, like he doesn't care about villagers.
No, that's true. Dropping below 140 won't hurt. Actually, it won't hurt either player. Viper, well, you could argue that he overboomed as well with 150 here.
Well, BacT only got 2 castles as military production buildings, and that's not enough with this economy. And what we see ranges finally, thank you BacT.
Might be...
And Viper cavalry archers with full average.
Might be too late now, right? Losing control of all his gold spots, something that he had some minutes ago. A lot of siege for him either to get those castles down, queues up so many berserks.
Well, as soon as this castle goes down, BacT is full open to raid.
Oh yeah. He buying Grand Stone, tries to repair here, but 0 upgrades when it comes to defense on those castles. No masonry, no hoardings. Skirms is the unit of choice for him. Doesn't even have the single defense upgrade.
Yeah, this is what I said, like, Viper open king can use cavalry archers for Indians are such a strong option. Full upgrades, the fast unit, good against everything basically, back and forth.
Oh, this could be the deciding fight of the game here and of the series. The Viper is moving in. And he's getting a lot of kills. The castle is going down. Zergs are losing as well. Skirmishers still non-elite, completely vanishing against all those skirmishes, dropping below pop 160.
Well, still quite a good population for BacT in auto resources, but no momentum. He just keeps losing and losing more and more.
Viper even researching caravans and researching elite elephant archer. Oh god, yeah, okay, now we can call it trolling. Oh man.
But is that disrespectful to the player?
Yes.
Is it worth banning?
If it was the real tournament, he would be banned for this, yeah.
Okay, but why is this not a real tournament?
Well, it's just a show match.
Okay.
Luckily for the Viper. Otherwise, you would be banned from casting because you were disrespectful as well.
Always bending the rules when Viper is here.
Okay, some moves at the right hand side, expanding at the left hand side as well. The Viper, did he build? Oh yeah, he built more farms than we thought.
Elephant archers, man.
Now he's fully memeing. They're performing pretty well against skirmishes as well, right?
Well, they're good against everything in theory, but...
Viper has 4k food in the bank as well. Oh god, the Viper's pulling a wonder.
I don't know, I would just say BacT on. Disqualify Viper from the show match.
Oh man. Where's Viper sending? Going for banking, going for block printing. Okay, Viper wants to go for the 100% tech.
Where's the wonder?
Going to the Viper's point of view.
Oh.
Yeah, he won't really build it. Oh man. I have no idea why BacT's still in this one. Yeah, he has pop 150.
Well, he's full population, good resources.
Okay, well. But so he sees that he has 0 control over his gold. He has 46 idols.
And will Wonder go up?
Guard tower now. You said it. Full tower rush, not a single military unit. Oh, longsword tag as well. Oh man. Okay, BacT is giving the GG. Wow, what a fun show match.
Yeah, quite a good series.
Viper
and like Viper disrespecting the player that actually should have won this is so rude, man.
Well, apparently he can do it against players that need to qualify.
Yeah, seems that way. You can do everything against uninvited players.
Yeah, they're clearly on a lower level. Those uninvited plebs. Okay, thoughts on the whole series?
No, was actually a really fun series. Only last game was a bit of a disappointment. But overall, I like what you're doing here.
Okay.
It is an actual match.
I think you're playing against Fire on Monday.
Oh. So if I make Wonder, will I get, like, I don't know, disqualified?
What?
If I make Wonder and troll around, is it okay? I guess it is.
Well, I know there's so much prestige on the line against Fire that
Yeah, right.
you won't troll.
I will not troll. I respect the tournaments. You know me. Well, so Nili, thank you for having me as a co-caster, or you co-casting with me, whatever.
You are the main caster.
I'm the main caster. No, I'm learning.
Yeah.
Finally, I can take care of my kid. So thank you again, and see you, I guess, on Monday as a player, not as a caster.
Oh yeah, against Fire. What is it again? 15 GMT, I believe, right?
15 GMT,
it's the
yes.
same time. Sweet stuff.
Okay, good games. See you, man.
See ya.
User disconnected.
And
from
good luck
your
in
channel.
KOTD. Oh no, he's already gone. What a pity. Time for questions from you guys. Trying to fill some time to make the VOD a bit longer. He's only got 44% of tax. Yeah, there's still so much to go for, right? University. And you have to remember that you don't have all of them. Let Fire and Doubt play with Standard win instead of Conquest at least one game. I actually thought about that on several occasions. Any update on BacT Friends Adventure? If I had any, you would be the first one to know. What do you think of John's performance in ECL? I didn't see the games. Can you maybe loan me 14k? No. Interview? No. Random show match, guys.
Disconnected.
TheViper would get banned if he trolled like this in NAC? No. But he also wouldn't. Are you willing to share if there will be a special event for NAC2 like Rocket Beans for NAC? There will be Rocket Beans for NAC. Just go on AoE Zone, check out the schedule. Friday, we will be there. I will meet them, I believe, next Friday, and we will finalize all the details. Is the map pool for NAC2 public already? It's pretty close to the second qualifier map pool. Maybe adding graveyards. There was some great co-casting, Nili. You two are good together. Thanks. I think it was one of my worst casting in a very long time. Because I felt so sick. But still happy that you enjoyed it, guys. Why is Stout the best player alive? He's not. When is the deadline with BacT visa? Until decide that BacT can't come and need another solution. Check out !BacT/fire for all the info. It's confirmed, guys. Google is really bad at it. Okay. What's 90 hates Viper? I wouldn't know. See you guys. We will see each other tomorrow for KOTD, and on Sunday for KOTD, and on Monday for the next NAC2 promo show match, and also for Monday after that. You just tuned in? Well, you can still talk some with me, chat a bit. As I said, I will KOTD later tonight? No. Saturday and Sunday. Nili is a machine. Thanks. Monday will
Nili
be
is a machine.
Machine. Oh, not machine. Machine. Okay. And next talk of the Empire, I don't know. Zach said he had very limited time, and I'm doing WTF happened in. That's a new like monologue talk of the Empire. Only me talking what happened in the months prior, and that will either happen 31st of January or 1st of February. And then I will talk about everything that happened in January, which basically is NAC2 qualifier, KOTD mainly, and the Escape TV event. What is your schnapps of choice? Might bring you some from the duty free. I probably drink rum, but I drink the 10 to 15 euro one. So won't really... Don't ever buy me fancy alcohol. I can't... Yeah. Really appreciate that. However, the games, mixed. Some good. I liked Seize the Hump, was interesting for me. Graveyard was disappointing. Arabia was interesting. Rehydration was interesting as well. Aussie Man Copycat, yes.
Rogan?
Small contribution to NAC2 costs. It was a great show match and I'm excited to come to Hamburg this year.
Tazis, looking forward to meeting you again. Or to meet again. And thanks so much for $40. As you can see, 23k, $100 already in the pool. That means I can lose the maximum of 6.4k roughly. Okay, let me think. Like when did we start our stream and how much delayed was it? I think we started like half an hour later. And I want to have the VOD 3.5 hours long. So we should be adding like 20 more minutes of downtime. Yeah, I started the bot a bit earlier because I edited some stuff. Let me see if I can find maybe one fun game. Maybe let's boost our ego a bit. I can sing. I started the stream on time. Well, I started a bit earlier, right? We play against TheViper to farm some Edo, probably. Yeah, I've played in any community game, those never last longer than 20 minutes. Oh god. I played one or something, it was horrible. Casted 3. You promised me for the last one that it would be a shorter one. And I think it was 4.5 hours. Yeah. Where did you go to holiday? Bahamas. Actually, it wasn't holidays. Okay, we'll place one. Again, sing. Who won? You can see that at the top. Did your friend Excited Spoon retire? Ah, he's a good one, right? Okay, so let's give you one outro game. And then we will... Oh god. Okay. That was weird. Let's say have fun. Yeah, you can log in with another name. Boredom. Where are the sheep? Those were the starting sheep, right? What? Am I missing a sheep somewhere? Ah, here are the 3. Okay. Interesting. So we're playing Celts against Vietnamese. Actually had quite a long discussion, or not a long discussion, but an intense discussion with MBL. How both of us perceive Vietnamese at the moment. I think they're somewhat fine. MBL said they're the worst civ of them all. And then I said, okay, when did you last time play that? I don't need to play them. They're bad since ever. I was like, thanks for the discussion, my friend. Huh? Wasn't there a boar or something? Did you steal the boar? Am I confused, guys? Or what happened here? Oh boy, I could have built that one so much better. Did he steal? Yeah, he stole. Sorry, I didn't like my map. He's stealing a boar. I told him I only need 1 game because I'm still streaming. I think he will get on my ignore list, honestly. Like, what is this? How can people do stuff like that? Can you ignore clanmates? Hope so. Well, that just F's me up, honestly. Okay, then let's just watch through games against the Viper from yesterday. Who was it? Sing. Okay, what's the date? 25th. Oh no, we started a bit earlier probably. 1, 2, oh no wait. Who? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that wasn't the game against him. Huh? Why is it no sound? Huh? It shows sound to you. You have sound, guys, right? I don't. So weird. So I didn't scout again. It's kind of weird. It just goes pretty clean archers. Didn't see his gold for quite some time. That kind of hurt me. It's a very good idea what he actually was trying to go for. Now moves on gold. I should have spotted that. No, not really. Yeah, should have scouted the gold a bit earlier. Seeing 3 on gold now. Double archer range. Okay, that was the scout off I needed. So now I knew I had a lot of control. That was pretty nicely done by me. That I moved there. Now I shouldn't lose too much. Okay, I can remove camera if you want. Oh, that doesn't work. Yes. So it's a different camera than the one. I can just put my camera on top here, right? So it shouldn't really take any hits. I think I got a kill here. No, not really. Just moving around. Still having all the map control in the world. Archery range behind this. One spearman, taking damage against the eagle. Now going for fletching. Thing is, what do you go for? Like, do I need to add scouts as well? Or just archers behind against the eagles? That's bad. How often I lost all those scouts. And that's just bad that I didn't wall that earlier. 100 HP here. Ay. That should not have happened. One villager down. Was there only one villager? Got all the eagles. Bad that I didn't chase down the skirms. My castle edge uptime will be a bit better. Skirms are getting very aggressively. Oh god. No, that was bad. I moved out there with those skirms. Just too easy to be caught off guard. And that's what I was. And then military count is now brutal. If I had 8 more skirms at home, so much easier to defend now. Can just camp the hill as well. Can kind of defend. But now it's basically over. Okay, so that was my main mistake, I believe. I was up earlier to castle age. If I had 8 more skirms, I could add some archers. I would be fine. Okay. Game 1. Game number 2. Khmer against Japanese. The map was already open in front. Maybe this is the map where I shouldn't really go for the big walls. Doesn't really make sense. Just need to play very small. Okay, now he went scouts. Stayed somewhat active. Yeah, I just relied too much on being walled there. I think I had the aggression. If I don't wall, my archery ranges will be earlier as well. If we just compare like the first Arabia game, the Hun against Inca game, right? How passively the Viper stayed at home and never took damage, although he had a super bad map. Maybe just an outpost over here, an outpost over here, and I'm in such a better spot. Trying to quick wall this. He broke through there. How did I? Oh, that palisade. Okay, okay. Otherwise I was somewhat fine. Maybe the all stone wall would be nice. Quick wall was fine, I believe. Just one, not even a single villager. I was screwed up by him. Now I couldn't do much. Yeah, I think it's just too much of an investment to be completely walled. 4 villagers behind now. Although, okay, this one is over. Okay, next one, Huns against Persians. Oh god, okay, I already know what I need to do. Just need to wall behind. Instead of chasing with spearmen. Maybe 1 or 2 more scouts would have been good. What did we do here? Oh yeah, I committed the scouts over here. That was my mistake. Koreans against Malians. Igan and Togawa joined Heresy? Yes, they did. Pretty strong team now, right? Len, Malkor, Togawa, Miguel, Nili AoE. That's something. Is this already a wallable map? That I should try to wall. What's up in berries? Also Malians against Koreans, so I can't really fault myself for losing this game if I don't tower rush. Still. Okay, I'd say. Oh, no, he just gets there. Ah, I misscouted, right? I scouted in the wrong direction. Okay, yeah, at this point I realized that I should really push less deer. Here, also build them here, and a bit smaller area. And now, yeah, I wanted to build a defensive tower, got both walls up in time, that was all fine. That was an okay-ish defense, I'd say. Military guys 5, yeah, some idols here, walling. And only now the Viper transitions into archery ranges. Now it's quite important that we don't overcommit on archers. We have 5 on gold. I think 3 or 4 on gold are fine as well. Just mix in some skirms. Because he will always go skirms. They're just so much stronger. And now I'm trying to take some fights with lots of archers. So you only need like the initial 2-3 archers to defend his men at arms. And after that, I believe going. Skirms is fine. I see instantly goes for a starter. But oh, triple archer range. We thought he had the timing. My castle is slow. It's 2 minutes ahead. Yeah, not until. No, 8 to 16 military. Yeah, I couldn't really take the fights. Okay. And now we have Slavs against Koreans. Okay, they're just down killed me. Jabs against I don't even remember that game. Oh, I think here I should not have added men at arms. They did nothing. Then my castle edge timing is faster. Yeah, just an early transition to skirms would have been nice here. And let me see. What do we have? Ethiopians against Marians. I tried to play the sneaky style. Yeah, okay. And the last one was actually the best one. Yeah, I didn't mind that. I think that was a good game. Probably win that against everyone who isn't in the top 20 in the world. Okay, so overall quite happy with how I played this. Or not quite happy, but I think we kind of were able to put the spot on. What is? Did you hear drum and bass music the whole time in the background? So weird. Oh god, you could have said something. I said I was muted and I couldn't hear anything. Okay. Was it annoying or was it okay sound? Just saw that the liquid drum and bass was running. So weird. It was nice though. Okay, okay. So that's close to the time where I say goodbye. Last questions, last wishes. Your chances now. Otherwise we will call it. Shoot the fast speed game watching. Okay, sweet. Or let me check. I want to. Yeah, now finally I like when I learn. Okay, let me take a look. When did the series start? 63 minutes in. 45 minutes in. No. 46 minutes in. How you doing, my friend? 47. So 47. So I need to stream 3 more minutes. Good that I checked that. Why do you want VODs to be the same length? No spoilers or other reasons? No spoilers, indeed, yeah. You watch handball? No, didn't watch a single game. I know that World Cup was going on. So now you can leave. Member streaming. Nobody 41 is probably streaming for the efficiency. 90 is still streaming. We will see each other tomorrow, Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. That's the dates that are planned for me for now. And yeah, then we'll see. I wish you all the very best. Same to you, Germany. Nearly bye to all of you. I'm still trash talking 2 more minutes. Or actually, I can start hosting now, right? Doesn't really make a lot of sense. So as I said, C90, Memp, TaToH in Spanish. Odette is around as well. Games of the week will be official. Mr. Grin, that's Russian. Don't really know who I want to send you to. Maybe Odette. Sick dad. She's sick as well. See ya.
Was? Verbindung getrennt? Drecks Internet.
Wenn Ralf online geht, ist immer